Silence, where stars whisper secrets untold. A rift tears through the astral veil, and sanity reigns, its grip unfolds. Cultists chant in shadowed halls, their voices a hymn to chaos unbound. They conjure up forbidden falls, to summon the fallen, lost and unfound. Unfound. Oh, astral winds carry up free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Across fractured planes, reality trembles, mountains weep, rivers twist in desperate prayer. The sun blinks, uncertain of its emblem, as eldritch horrors crawl from the lair. Their forms twisted and malefic, born of nightmares and forgotten dread. They drift through astral currents, a beacon for those who seek madness instead. Oh, astral winds carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. Every bone. In forgotten temples and cursed groves, heroes gather, there is all unyielding, to chase the ripples of reality's coves and confront the abyss, both fearsome and appealing. Oh, astral winds carry us free across realms and dimensions unknown. For the void-born dread, the fabric unraveled shall wield power that chills every bone. As the final verse echoes the starlit skies and death trembles on the lips of all, the abyssal maw opens, galaxies within, ready to consume all those who stall. Yet whispers of valor and unity persist in the eminent astral reckoning. Perhaps hope shall win.
All right, welcome on in, everybody who is hanging out with us to session number 6 of Echoes of the Fallen Ascendant. 7 streams, holy shit. That is cray-cray. Is this session 6 or session 7? No, he must have watched one session before I started streaming. No, I'm pretty sure it's 6. Otherwise, literally 100% of my notes are wrong, which would be terrible. Okay, well, welcome in, guys. Thanks for joining us. Okay, bye, Ellie. That was quick. She just came for the intro video. We're going to go ahead and dive straight into it. We got a lot of shit to cover, as we always do with this fine group. So, let's go ahead and see what it is they're going to get themselves into tonight. All right, happy Sunday, happy D&D day, guys.
Happy D&D day.
All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a quick session recap from last week. Session 5 began Novus the 25th, 4253 PFH at 11 a.m. So the group checked the pantry in the hallway and left everything as it was, before heading down the hatch into the darkened basement. Unfortunately, Amelia slipped and crashed from the top to the bottom in her armor, and that caused her to become quite horrifically wounded, in fact. And the noise stirred the once dead silence, and combat began. 3 corrupted elven children and a single adult entered the room. The adult began slinging unholy incantations while the children slashed wildly with their daggers. Through the melee, Amelia and Payne were once again brought down, but the group managed to defeat their assailants and even took one alive, as had been requested of them. The group then quickly found a way to stabilize Payne and Amelia by using some of the supplies they had found upstairs in the pantry. Before Amelia heard a voice in the room to the south of the first room in the basement. When she approached, she found an hourglass filled with what appeared to be tongues that were in the process of slowly slipping through a small portal in the base of the hourglass. The group took the hourglass and the single living child and decided that they were going to try to make for town. Before long, however, the kid woke up and was immediately put back down by a shocking grasp. Thankfully, it was a very low-roll shocking grasp, because that could have been terrible. After stabilizing him again, the group began moving into the city of Willow Hollow. So that's where we left off. I understand that you guys have done some in-between game conversing, so obviously nothing's being retconned, but if that plan is changing, then so be it. That's what was discussed at the very end of last session. Okay, you guys all gained 85 experience. That was for the one successful investigation check that you guys did last session and the combat. Today is session 6. We are picking up Novus the 25th, 4253 PFH, and it will be 12:30 p.m. Any questions? All right. Bear with me one moment. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start it off. You guys have so the kid had just woken up. Amelia has the hourglass in her backpack. The kid was put down with a shocking grasp and then stabilized by Canis. And you guys were preparing to head to town. So I will open it up and ask you what you would like to do. Oh, also, I'm sure you guys can probably see the coagulated blood pin on the map in the center hallway there. I'm testing out the new pin system. None of you guys can see it?
I see it. It's just disgusting.
You can see it now.
Oh, okay. So I'm adding pins because I use like a ton of imagery for things. So if you guys happen to find something somewhere, I'm going to just put a pin in it. This is Roll20's new pin system that allows me to essentially tie these to handouts, which are typically just pictures. So that way you can just kind of keep mental track of where you found things on specific maps. So it's just something I'm going to try to be conscious of using to see if it helps or harms. It's still in beta, so I used it for the Port Emerson thing, and I think that it didn't add a whole lot to it, but I think it was useful. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Guys, I was thinking, looking at how quickly those tongues are going through the portal, I really think identifying this thing is a good idea. Because if it goes through, it might be gone forever. I don't know where they're going.
Yeah, I don't like the risk, but I have to agree.
We
I'm
better
in
do
the
it
same
fast.
boat. Yeah. Can you do it fast? Is that a thing you can do right now? Or is that...
If I hadn't killed things with magic missiles, yes, but I can do it in 9 minutes, 59 seconds, and 1 more second.
I hate to do that.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to make sure this kid doesn't wake up again, I suppose. And I guess Dench will try to attempt to again tighten down the rope so he doesn't slip out.
Okay. These were the net. This was the net, right?
Yes.
Okay. I won't even make you roll for it. This kid's totally unconscious but stable, and you've done it once before, so we'll say for the sake of brevity, you just, while she's preparing this, you are taking the time to get the rigging down. And to not choke this kid completely out in the process.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So, so then Lyra, what are you doing exactly?
So I'm gonna look at Amelia and say, can you just dump it out onto the ground?
Just her eyes widen a little bit at that, and she's going to like crouch down so that she's like half kneeling and very, very carefully like try and dump it out so that, you know, the tongues and stuff don't explode.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's, it's still a metal and glass, maybe-ish hourglass, so as long as you're gentle with it, it doesn't just, like, explode and send a, burst of tongues into everybody's ears.
Oh, God.
Why the ears in particular? And my
Gross.
genuine question is, can I see the silvery glowing one still?
You can. You can indeed. Among all of the writhing tongues, you do still notice one that is silvery in nature, and it is further down than it was before you took it and packed it up and came upstairs and had the conversations that you had so far.
She's going to just, without touching it, just kind of point towards it and look up at Lyra, and then gesture in the, it's all yours.
Okay, yeah, okay, so yours is still in there, that's good. So once it's on the ground in front of me, I'm gonna just prepare the area to do ritual drawing, like runes in the dirt and stuff, and then some in the air, and I want to do a ritual to identify this item.
Before
Okay.
you start incanting, Amelia is going to just kind of put a hand like on your arm and then just touch, like gesture towards your rapiers. Or scimitars or whatever it was, because I had it backwards before.
Scimitars.
Okay,
Oh,
scimitars.
you want me to not have these?
Oh, yeah, that might be a good idea just in case you go berserk.
Yeah, I'm pretty threatening. She'll take the scimitars off and like slide them away from her.
Amelia
Yeah, you
looks
Did murder
back.
2 children.
Yep. And Amelia looks back at the blood splatter that's still on the house from when Lyra absolutely eviscerated a dog before, and then is going to take the scimitars and slide them just a little bit further back.
You can see, I think Lyra's kill count is actually the highest
I
in the
think
party
so.
right now, and
100%,
that
yes.
includes one party kill.
Yeah, sorry about that, Pain.
Okay, so you lay everything out, get your spell book out, draw the runes. You're kind of following the spell, and you begin to incant. The runes begin to flash with energy, and you get about 8 syllables in, and all of the runes vanish.
Would that indicate anything to me as far as
Something's missing.
something's missing for this? Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I don't have a pearl. Shoot, I must have used my last one.
It's not consumed, so it would have just been a.
Oh, I must have left my last one at home. Okay, well, this isn't gonna work, but at least we figured that out quickly. There is one other option. As she's like looking at the tongues, disgusted, as they fall and go through the portal. We could just try to smash it and get her tongue out.
Can we just unscrew the top?
Haven't tried that.
I'm all for
Amelia-
breaking it, but if I can open the lid.
Amelia is going to, since she is crouching, is just going to write church in the dirt and then underline it
Ant?
Yeah.
Really?
That might be the best course of action.
Okay, we need to keep an eye out for him because I've seen.
I am
that's the second
concerned
one. There was
about
one on the bed the
smashing
other
that
day.
and having all the tongues suddenly be like some kind of weird tongue monster of some sort.
I would hate to smash Amelia's tongue too. That would
That
be
too.
awkward.
Okay, well I can't do anything about it right now, Candace.
All right, I think we're decided then. To the church or to Cornelius with the boy first?
I'd like to get the boy to Cornelius as soon as possible, in case he
Agreed.
wakes up again and or something happens out of our other control. So
And do you and Payne want to go to Cornelius, or we go to the big temple?
Do we want to split up again? I thought we said we weren't doing that anymore.
I'd like to not split up. I mean, it may be just as quick as simply leaving the boy in Cornelius's camp and then returning
True. Yeah.
at a later time.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I say keep the party together and let's move quickly.
Okay.
Read.
I'm going to repackage up the hourglass, swing it over my shoulder gently, and then return scimitars to one murder gnome.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Grab one of the ones that's the clear liquid tubes, not the white ones.
Okay.
Because those white ones will fuck up the baseboard. Okay. That way you can just open the other one and set it down. Okay, sorry about that. Fucking ants saw their way in. The worst here. Okay, so you guys package everything up. You gather yourselves and you begin making your way back to town. You did say Cornelius first, yes? Okay. Give me 1
Yes.
moment.
Yep, to Cornelius.
Okay, so you guys go back to Willow Hollow. No, doesn't seem to be any issues along the way. The kid stays pretty knocked out the entire time. You get to the Emerald Tower. 1 moment. All right, and here you are. So you guys are escorted in rather quickly. You know, you have been expected, you know, pretty much from the beginning. So they bring you in. You guys kind of funnel around through the back carrying this kid. You catch a couple glances, but nobody says anything to you. You enter, and the doors behind you are closed, and Cornelius... This guy is before you at the head of the table. He sees you come in and he kind of takes note. Oh, come in. Gods, you look like shit.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Yeah. Mostly. These
Where the
these
fuck is Payne?
infected pack a wallop and a half, I'd say.
Kind of glances back and forth at Payne and Amelia. You are in the process of bleeding out. Maybe we should get you some medical attention. He kind of looks to this guard over here and he says, you fetch for a priest, please? I don't want them dying in my dining room, please.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
It's very kind of you, thank you. We kind of ran out of all of our healing abilities, tracking down these individuals that we found. But individuals we did find.
Wonderful. I think, I'm assuming that... Is that a halfling?
No, and Dench will sit the child down in one of the chairs. No, this is an elf child. Yeah, well, he is alive. We did discover a few things about the situation when they, reach unconsciousness or do die. They seem to lose their tongues. We learned that on more than one occasion, actually, firsthand.
Interesting. So the theory of them biting their own tongues off has been debunked.
Yeah, that's good and bad thing. It's not something that they do, but bad thing. It seems to happen in other magical ways. But we did discover, however, that if one were to expire completely while they were turned, then I believe it's called the Great Reset occurs, and then they are no longer under the effects of this disease or affliction.
Yes, we've heard similar reports in the last few hours, actually. I'm assuming that was from your doing, or your discovery in some way, shape, or form. We have
Yeah, it
caught
was-
wind of your presence within
yes,
the
we did
city.
reach out, yes. Forgot about that part. Sorry for bothering you with that.
Oh, no, I told you when you left. You are free to contact me anytime you need, as I am a humble proxy of Mistress Rosanna. Always at your service and at her pleasure. Right, so, you have done exactly what we have asked you to, I suppose. Allow me to fetch your rewards and
Let me interrupt you, sir. I don't feel like we're quite done. We were kind of in the middle of, like, I would say clearing the house, making sure all of uh, the infected were taken care of when when we ended up like this, and we decided to bring the boy who was still alive to you before something terrible happened, and we couldn't keep him alive.
right, and that was the task, was to bring us a subject back alive, and you've done that, correct? Is there more
Yes,
I
we
should
have,
know?
but
Yeah,
I
so
feel
there's
like
this-
we're just barely scratching the surface of this situation.
Well, yes, I'd agree with you, but this was the first step towards our investigatory work. We needed a live subject to, because everybody who's been in our custody so far is dead.
We have two technically.
I'm sorry?
So-
It's true.
Amelia, she'll motion, got inflicted as well. That hold on. let
and
me
he
finish.
scoots back in his chair a little
That's
bit,
how we found out about the revivification.
and the
during
door
reset.
opens.
The
You
Great
see,
Reset, yeah.
you see a priest come in with that last guy.
And Amelia, who does not have her sword at the moment, Payne still has that, just kind of puts up her hands in the like universal, not a threat sign.
Oh, did you give me my scimitars back? Sorry, I was.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So this lady comes in and she kind of looks around, looks at Amelia, and she, Lyra, Payne, and Amelia, you would understand in Elven, she goes, "Oh shit, you weren't kidding." And she kind of takes a half step forward, and she puts her hand over a holy symbol across her chest, which is in the shape of an oak leaf, and it has been emblazoned in bronze, and it kind of illuminates green for a moment, and she puts her hand out kind of expectingly towards Amelia, pointing towards the more horrific wounds.
She's going to put up a hand and just help him, and kind of just, it's faltering, but she points towards Payne.
She kind of looks towards Cornelius, and Cornelius kind of shrugs, and in Elven he goes, "She apparently has this disease, so you should listen to her or she'll infect you." And he kind of half smiles, and the lady goes, "Oh, Cornelius."
Lyra just shakes her head. She's like grinning, I guess, smirking, but
She kind of
Is this all in Elvish or is this?
yeah, that was in Elvish.
Okay.
Yeah, so she kind of sidesteps Amelia and goes over to Payne. And again, she reaches her hand out. Her holy symbol flashes. And
You said she has the oak leaf. Can you tell by, it's obviously not my church, but can I tell by what she's wearing what significance she might hold within the church?
make a religion check. Payne, you are healed for 10 points of healing. 14. So she appears to be a priestess of Obid High, which is odd considering this is the city capital building and there are no churches of Obid High anywhere in the city. They tend to be more druidic orders. I mean, there are priests and paladins, obviously, as well. As far as, like, what her rank is, like, within the church, it's tough to tell. She's healing. She's definitely healing and divinely incanting. And you just watched Payne's, his whole body just kind of, like, flashed green. And when the flash dies down, you guys look back and he's completely unscathed.
Thank you for that. I feel much better now.
She turns back around and takes another half step towards you, Amelia, and she kind of looks at you expectingly.
She's going to take her backpack off and set it down next to her, and then she'll nod.
Okay, again, there's another divine incantation, and Payne, you would understand the incantation. She's just casting Cure Wounds, but it sounds like she's amplifying the magic through the tears. That was 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13 points that she heals you for. So yeah, there's another flash of magic, and again, as the green subsides, you guys look back, and every one of Amelia's wounds is healed, except for, well, I mean, she didn't have a wound in her mouth. It was pretty clean cut in there, but
Thank you.
and she kind of replies in broken common, "You're welcome." It didn't seem like she was mocking you. It seems like common is not her first language.
Oh, Amelia's not going to try the rolling syllables of Elven right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then she's picking up the backpack again and putting it back on.
So she kind of steps to the back of the room. At that point, this guard comes over here and takes his spot again. Right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, and I'm sure none of you are going to bleed out here. Yes, I mean, technically, I understand that this is merely a scratch in the surface of whatever this is, but as far as the first task is concerned, you, as far as myself, and I'm sure Mistress Rosanna are concerned, your contract is complete. So if you don't want to collect your rewards, that's fine with me. You dig as deep as you want, and you come back and let me know when you're ready. I will be taking custody of this child now, as that is what you were hired to do. And we will make sure that our priests and priestesses, he kind of motions to the woman in the back, do our best to make sure that there is no pain involved in this investigatory process.
But he will survive the process, I assume. Right?
I don't believe they have any intention of dissecting this poor boy. I think that they just want to run magical examinations of divine nature, possibly arcane. He kind of looks over at Lyra, to figure out what is going on here. And worst case scenario, now that we know about this great reset, if we had to, we could temporarily end it in hopes that we could return it to its vessel.
Follow-up question, then, in regards to the Great Reset. it doesn't appear to reset one's tongue after it's removed. Do you know of any regeneration abilities by your staff or anyone nearby that we can help this child and our companion?
I am not privy to the capabilities that our magi have, or even our clergy. There are probably temples within the city that could assist you. He stops and he goes, he looks at the woman in the back, and he switches to Elvin. Your priests or druids, are they capable of regeneration magics? She kind of stops and thinks, and she goes, I'm not, but I'm sure there's somebody within the order who is capable, though none are currently within the confines of the city. Cornelius nods and he goes, there are many options. As far as our court is concerned, however, there are none currently within city limits. As far as the churches, you would have to ask them. But yes, I mean, regeneration magic we do know of it, for sure.
Right, well,
We need to go
suppose
to
that's
the temple anyway.
yeah. Do have some more questions for the folk over at the temple.
Understood.
So just as another aside, because you asked if there's anything else you should know. The tongues, like, there's a flash of red, the tongues disappear, and then they appear in this, I don't even know what to call it.
Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Pull out the
Hourglass.
hourglass and show him. Amelia doesn't like this sort of thing anyway, correct, Amelia? We're beating around the bush. Let's be blunt.
Cornelius kind of glances around the table.
Hers is in there. She told us that hers was in there. She could see it.
Amelia, do you take it out?
She's not going to pull out the gore object at the moment. No, she's going to look towards Cornelius and kind of wait to see what his reaction is.
But it looks like there's a portal of some kind at the bottom of the hourglass that they're going into. We don't know what it leads to. I was going to identify it, but realized that I had left my pearl at home.
Excellent. Well, I am going to play the ignorance card, because I'm no mage of any sort, nor do I have any affiliation with the School of Magi. I will take that information and keep it in my little brain and pass it on to Mistress Rosanna, and in the meantime I encourage you to do your own investigatory work, and if you find anything of substance that has to do with this ailment that is afflicting, he points towards the child, our citizens, please bring it to me.
Absolutely.
It's evil.
Yes.
She struggles a little bit and then just kind of looks towards Lyra.
Well, it does appear to me that we do need to speak with somebody in a temple or the college, Lyra's college, right? I believe maybe one of your professors or compatriots of some sort might be able to point.
Yeah, if nothing else, I'll spend some time in the library if nobody else has answers. But we were going to start with the temple first, so anything that seems pertinent, we'll make sure you know in your investigations as well. I just wanted to make sure you had that information.
Great, thank you. Appreciate that. I will put it in my brain and hope to hear more from you in the future. I feel if I overload it, we're going to worry my mistress, and I care not to do that, because I have to do the paperwork.
Fair.
So, am I understanding then that you are not ready to accept your reward?
Well, I did make.
We can pay the temple, right? guys?
Yeah, we probably would at least need something to, I guess, pay our way along this investigation.
Okay. I will give you your rewards then. He takes a small, chest, probably about the size of a... God, I say the size of a lap dog, but I grew up with Great Danes that didn't give a fuck about the size of your lap versus theirs.
Ours too.
It's like about the size of Chihuahua. He pulls it out, sets it on the desk, pulls it open, and he counts out 10 gold for each party member. So each living party member who returned would receive 10 gold. So everybody can add 10 gold to their inventory. And then you also were given, he says, now that's the money that you were promised. If you are interested in remaining employed, we will provide you with an additional week of lodging, which includes food and access to the bathhouses, if you'd like. It's right here in the Emerald Tower. You can go and come as you please. You'll have free access only to, those specific quarters. But if you'd like it, that could save you some money on needing an inn, unless, of course, you'd like to spend your hard-earned money and stay with the locals.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Speaking for myself, I would like to get to the bottom of this personally.
Agreed.
So that's very kind.
I feel like we are already leaving something unfinished, so I am all for accepting the reward and continuing employment.
Okay, wonderful. Well, the only thing that is required of employment is that should myself or Mistress Rosanna call on you for anything, which, to be honest, it may take weeks for us to figure anything out, but we can at least guarantee you a week. Take whatever time you need to rest, continue your investigation, come and go as you please, eat at your discretion, bathe at your discretion as well, I suppose. I will have the guards show you to your rooms, which are directly across the hall. Sorry, please.
I just had one other question / request.
Sure.
We haven't, like Payne said earlier, we hadn't finished. There was still part of the house we wanted to go through, so I wanted to make sure nobody was going to be going up to the house.
Nobody. I am not sending anybody
okay,
there.
Perfect. That's what I cared about.
Yes, no, that is not how that will go. Also, I have another small special gift for you, and I apologize, I cannot give it to all of you, but this is from Mistress Rosanna's personal armory, and he reaches down kind of below him, and he pulls out a quiver of arrows. And you can't really tell anything about it except that the quiver is absolutely beautiful and the most exquisite of elven make. It appears that there are 20 arrows in it, and the fletching on it appears to be made of peacock feathers. And he sets it down. He says, these are magically enchanted arrows. This is from her armory. You split them up as you see fit. Again, I apologize it couldn't be to all. I know it wasn't promised, but she was not sure anybody was A, willing to take this mission initially, and B, be able to bring us anything useful, and we've a live subject, and that is probably more use than you could possibly understand.
Well, this is, again, very, very kind. I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you, honestly, for your willingness to assist us in something that others would deem very mundane. I'm sure you've all seen what this disease, if that's what we can call it, can do, and if it were to wreak havoc on the local populace, an entire city could turn upside down overnight.
Well, more to that point, I suppose, and I know I'm not going to try to, info dump your brain anymore, but as we understand, it does come from a particular source. It doesn't come from like the typical cold or anything like that. It comes from a magical rock, essentially.
A magical rock?
Yeah.
Cursed rock, I would call it.
A little cursed green magical rock, yeah.
Where is that rock now? Was it just the one rock?
No, there seem to be fragments scattered across the land. Which is concerning.
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. He kind of like looks around. He stops for a moment, and you see him, he kind of like looks off like he's deep in thought, and then he says, if you could collect any of those fragments, should you find any, please bring them back here. I don't want them in the hands of the mages. I don't want them in the hands of the local clergy. I don't want them in the hands of the local guardsmen. I think it would be best if they stayed here under authority and lock and key, at least for the time being.
We brought one too, and she just touches her holy symbol.
Yeah,
There's
one we did
currently
bring.
in- Sorry, you go
Go ahead,
ahead.
Candace. No, go ahead, Candace. Sorry.
We currently have one in the Temple of Celestian, I believe,
Oh, gods.
in holy water, in a bag, wrapped in a bag, cloth.
Of
Yeah, we discovered that carrying it is a very bad idea.
so
That's
you
Amelia got
We
sick.
found out about the Great Reset.
so okay. They brought you a live subject, Cornelius. That's okay. Okay. Well, wisdom is not your strong suit. That's okay. We learn and we gain wisdom from our experiences, which is good. I need that fragment. I'm not entirely sure of all places you would have left it in a vat of holy water in the Temple of Celestian of all places. But
Fell from the sky, we assume. So,
has that been confirmed?
well, no.
Shit. Okay. All right. Wonderful.
My only connection was I had seen the fireball flash green, and then it, was glowing green. So that was my connection.
It's possible. I don't know. I'm not in possession of it. So, if you could find a way to get that here.
It's not safe to have the holy waters. And she just kind of struggles a little bit with the last bit she was going to say.
Basically, to translate our tongueless friend here, she was carrying it in a backpack and wrapped in cloth, and it still ended up affecting her. So we impromptly left it in holy water, the church. We don't know if there's a safe way to carry it.
Okay. Boy. The Temple of Celestian of all places. Really, though? Okay. No, that's fine. It's okay. Cornelius, you're better than that. Sorry?
Paladin. She went there.
Oh,
She had the rock.
shit. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were paladin. Lady of what order do you serve?
And she just kind of
A
touches
lot
the
of
holy.
L's, tongue sounds in that word.
She just touches the Celestian holy symbol again.
So you're a priest. Okay, then what order do you serve?
I don't actually think I'm going to be able to say this. She struggles. She makes a couple of sounds that don't make a whole lot of sense, and then just kind of mimes just pen and paper.
Oh, yes, I've got lots of that. Actually, that's almost all I have. And he grabs just a big, empty, brown tome, slides it down towards Payne. Sir, would you mind?
Absolutely. And I'll pass it to Amelia.
Okay. And she's going to write, I do not follow an order as a priest would. I follow an oath to the stars and the Wanderer. And then she will just, actually, to make it easier, she's just going to walk over and just
Yeah.
set that down next to him so she can continue to respond as needed.
He kind of looks down at it and reads it, and then he, reads it a second time, and he goes, He kind of glances around the room, stops at Dench, glances down at Kanas, looks over at Payne, back up at her, over to Lyra, and then he switches to Gnomish, and he goes, I think your friend is very confused about the differences between being a paladin and a priest. You should probably have her go talk to somebody high up in her order about how this structure works before you go throwing the title paladin around.
In Gnomish, I'll respond. Yeah, I think we actually told her she was a paladin. I'm not entirely sure. She seemed surprised, but I'll have her talk to someone.
Good gods, Lyra, she's a child, for fuck's sake. You can't go telling people that paladins convince them of it. She could be thrown in jail for that if she's wrong.
I didn't tell her that, but I understand what you're saying. I'll make sure that it gets cleared up.
Actually, I'm pretty
That
sure that did
might
happen.
have
You want to make a
been
deception
me.
check?
Oh, then that's just Candace.
Was it you?
whispering. I didn't think it was me.
Oh, it was Payne? Payne did it? I don't remember.
I-
Either way.
I don't remember who called
I-
her paladin.
Payne
was
was
actually,
absolutely the
like-
one who said
yeah.
paladin.
Ah,
was like-
okay,
100%.
okay.
Well, look at her. She's a paladin because of all the stories and everything that he knows of paladins and.
Well, I
he
forgot.
was
Payne
like-
knows Gnomish too, doesn't he?
Yes.
He kind of like glances over and he goes, "Oh, swing and a miss on me, huh? Well, look, you should not go around convincing."
Is that part in common or is this
No,
still
no,
in
no, no. It's all in
Gnomish?
Gnomish. Yeah, he kind of takes note, surprised at Payne, says something, and then continues, and he just goes, "You really should not go convincing poor children that they are paladins in our society. If yes, Lucy, what?"
I mean, you can finish the sentence first, but I was gonna ask. So we've seen Amelia like heal Pain via like laying on hands.
You've seen her
We're not,
touch
like,
people, yeah, and heal before.
Yeah, but we're not like a cleric or anything. So is there like some way to discern if it's any different?
Make a religion check. Canis, make a religion check. I don't even know where I was going with that, but no, you have no fucking
No.
clue. She touched somebody and healed. So did Payne. So did that priest that walked in the room. So she's a healer. Look, all I'm saying is, if she goes spitting that around town in general, and she bumps into the wrong person, and she's incorrect about how the hierarchy and structure of paladin orders work, she could be sent to prison or executed. Not here, obviously, but by potentially her own people. You know, they send judgment crews, paladin orders, send judgment crews out into the greater world, and they hunt people who feign this. So you may need to have her go have a real conversation with her god and somebody really high up in her church to make sure she officially joins an order of paladins for which she can give her oath to, if that's truly what she believes and truly the path she's on. I don't doubt what she's capable of. I doubt her knowledge of what she's doing.
Yeah, I'll make sure that gets discussed.
So follower of Celestia. Just keep it simple.
Okay. Should we, we were kind of time pressed.
Oh, yes.
For
Sorry, he switches back to comment. My apologies, my apologies. He kind of, he reaches up, Amelia, and he pats you on the shoulder, and he says, "I'm sure what you did that caused you to lose your tongue, my dear, was a great sacrifice for your friends, and I'm proud of you for that. Keep your chin up. As high as it can go into the sky, because I know," and he kind of points at the holy symbol, "he's watching you. He's watching you."
And Amelia, completely oblivious to the contents of the previous conversation, just kind of nods.
Well, if you'll see yourselves across the halls, all the doors have been opened. Take your pick of rooms. One to a room, please, unless somebody here's bunking. He kind of glances around. I'm guessing there are 5 rooms available. Do with them what you will. And your 10 gold. And your 20 arrows.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Again, much
Thank
much appreciated.
And again, thank you. Please, if you have any more information, let me know. And if I need to call on you, I will. And if we discover anything about this entity, we'll let you know.
Well, one more question about the shots. Should we, when we return them here, should we just leave them with somebody? I'm terrified to do that, honestly, because
Bring them in here.
Yeah.
I'll take them. Actually, he kind of gestures to the woman in the back who is healing. Since you said holy water is necessary to do whatever with them, we'll make sure we'll have a basin with some freshly prepared.
we don't know if it's actually helpful or not, but it's,
Well, even if it's not, and it hasn't done anything yet, we're just gonna keep it going just in case. I will speak with Mistress Rosanna and our clergy members and see if we can take that and this, points at the kid again, and figure something out. Anything.
Okay.
Is Amelia's backpack still on the floor over here?
No, she put it back on. I just can't move the hourglass.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
sorry about that. Yeah, that was my bad. I got it.
I just wanted to make sure because Payne was going to stand over it. Okay.
Yep. Nope. I put it down when I was getting healed to make sure that there was no weird reaction, and then put it back on. But Amelia is going to just furrow her brow a little bit and... Oh shit, I didn't add it to my inventory, so I can't assume that I would still have it. Never mind.
Yep.
I was going to pull out a note I'd written in the church, and I didn't add it, so disregard.
Do you need paper to write a new note?
No,
I wasn't
was
sure your
going-
intention, so I just wanted to...
I guess a better question would be, is there any chance that I would still have the notes that I wrote after trying to murder everyone in my church? Quill and paper. I know I returned the quill, but
yeah,
the
there's... I mean, look, I don't think there's any reason they would have taken your notes, so... And nobody would have needed them for anything. It's not like they're gonna go fucking rinse them off and reuse them, so yeah, we'll say for the sake of brevity you can have them.
Okay, then Amelia would reach into one of her pouches and she would pull out where she had written out the evilness, essentially, what it was saying to her, what it was wanting her to do, I was going to murder every single blah blah blah. And she is going to just set that down and like just slide that towards Cornelius.
He kind of reads it over, yeah, and
Evil.
Yeah, he reads it over and he kind of looks up at her. Understood. We've clergy members who will take great care in keeping it separate from everything else. If you'd like, I could send a mage with you who could teleport it directly back here. Would that be of more comfort to you, if what your writings say are true?
I don't know how. And she just, in a little bit of frustration, she's turned, she writes again. Just don't touch it. I don't.
He kind of puts his hand out on your
evil.
wrist, and he
Yeah.
stops you from writing. And he just looks at you and goes, would it make you feel better if I employed one of your church's clergy members to handle it and bring it here? And keep watch over it? He lets go of your wrist.
Yep. And she'll write, if it is not touched, it might be safe.
He takes a deep breath, and again, he looks as if he's like looking like almost into the ceiling for help, and he stops and he kind of nods and looks back down at you guys, and he just goes, all right, well, the Celestians have had more experience with it than any of us, and for better or worse, honestly, sorry about your tongue, I'm going to send a mage with you. And the mage is going to bring the entire basin of holy water and one of your priests to debrief us on anything they've learned about it thus far. And that priest will stay here, sleep here for the time being. I'll have a conversation with your high priestess, excuse me, and we will make arrangements and pay where we need to stipend to the church for that protection. We might as well keep our information centralized and utilize all resources possible. Yes?
I like that
Amelia will
plan.
look to the others. So
Wonderful. When you step out front, I'll have my mage waiting, and he will accompany you to the temple. Again, across the halls, take your pick of rooms, come and go as you please. 1 week. That means that we will, I mean, unless something comes up or we can offer payment for you to stay longer for free, then your lodging will run up on Wednesday the 2nd of Winel.
Could we potentially extend the writ of I guess authority for the duration of our time working with you?
Oh, you are talking about the general writ of authority?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yes.
We don't run afoul of any kind of
Yes.
confusion.
No, of course. And he pulls the book out, puts it down, flips a few pages. He crosses a few things out, scribbles a couple of notes. He says, "Yes, we can extend your writ of authority until Winel II, and again, should that change, we will alter the date. We will say until employment has been terminated by either party, you will have this free writ. Just remember, you must act within confines of the law, unless you have written permission, i.e. your entering of the Thornell estate. And all you need to do is request it and give us a reason why, whatever that may be, including apprehension of individuals. You are not deputized. You cannot take people into custody unless it is explicitly requested by us. Or unless, of course, they are
That's good. We don't want
clear and terrible pieces of shit, and you are bringing them to the town guard."
Okay, that is helpful. And I'm sorry, it expires when again?
Winel II, next Wednesday. Hard to believe it's already the end of Novus.
Just a blink of the eye, and it's all gone.
Right. So, anything else I can do for any of you before you take your leave? Yes.
Yeah, just real quick, I just want to retrieve my net from this
Oh,
unfortunate child.
yes, of course. He snaps his fingers, and these two burly fellas kind of come up behind him, and they just kind of, they don't really assist you, they just kind of let you take the lead, but as that's happening, they kind of pick him up and, two-man carry him, and they are, he will say in Elven, for the time being, take him up to Tower 2, room 13. And myself and Mistress Rosanna will be up later with the clergy members. Thank you. And they kind of leave.
You said Tower 2, Room 13?
Tower 2, room 13.
Right, guys, we had a hourglass and a temple to visit.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we do. Alright, so I guess we'll gather up and head out toward the temple, the Celestian temple.
Okay.
On the way.
Dench does pick up the quiver, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a quiver of +1 arrows. 20 +1 arrows.
and a super fancy quiver.
And a very fancy quiver.
You can put normal arrows in it later.
Hell yeah.
On the way over there,
Fuck. God damn it.
Lyra will look around and kind of see that there are people like out and about, and so in Celestial, she's gonna say, Amelia? And if she gets a response, then...
Yeah, she
Okay.
definitely, she furrows her brow, just wasn't expecting that, and turns to Lyra.
Surprise! So I wanted to just make sure you knew. You should talk with the High Priestess about your paladinism.
She means she needs you to figure out, the proper way to be a paladin, because some people might come and purge you for being a fake paladin.
That was also in Celestial, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
So basically, we said you were paladin, and then I got reprimanded for saying you were paladin because you weren't able to say what order you're in. So I really think it's a good idea when you can
I'm not
to figure that part out.
in order.
Okay, then maybe you should become part of an order.
I was. I'm not.
Fuck.
And she struggles more.
I think that's a big part of the problem.
Well, that too. Lyra's not wrong, but also, I think there's like different kinds of paladins, and you don't. Well, none of us really know how this whole thing works. And when he asked you what kind you are, you were just kind of like, "I'm not." So
So like I said, just make sure you talk to the High Priestess about it. So that way you can get on the path, or we can figure out the path and...
It might not. And she struggles again. And just kind of shrugs. And kind of gestures towards the temple off in the distance.
Alright, that's it. I just, Lyra would just, she'd be content. Message delivered. Super. Did it.
All right. So, you guys begin making your way towards the... I'm assuming you're going to the Temple of Celestian. Okay. So, you begin traveling towards the Temple of Celestian. All right. Sorry, it's going to pop up on everybody's thing. All right. So, you guys enter the Temple of Celestian, and there you see there are the priests outside, the priests directly inside, and you see High Priestess Daquana Rosebloom, kind of at the head of the temple, kind of hanging out, doing her thing. She actually seems like she's resting. She is sweating profusely when you guys come in, and she's just kind of dabbing her forehead and her cheeks with a tan cloth.
Has there been a disturbance here, priestess?
Oh,
High priestess, I'm sorry.
no, that's quite all right. No disturbance. Just taxing work, trying to exhaust my own resources, trying to figure out what this thing is and what it is capable of. Unfortunately, I've had very little success, but nonetheless, I will continue to try. We must persevere under the heaven's gaze. What brings you all back? I feel like it's only been a couple of hours since I've seen you. Is everything okay?
A lot has happened in the past several hours. We found the home of the afflicted, and we managed to bring one to Cornelius alive.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations. Great victory for all of you, for all of us.
Well, kind of, I suppose. There were others that we couldn't save, unfortunately. But
Oh, heavens, I'm sorry.
But we did discover. Well, we discovered many things through this situation. We also discovered an artifact while we were there.
An artifact?
Yeah, very disturbing. And Dench will turn to Amelia.
At about this time, there's somebody walks through the door. One moment. This was the mage that had been sent with you guys. Gnomish man, probably forest gnome. Lyra, you're not really familiar with him. He wears all the heraldry of the Emerald Tower, probably one of those stuck-up, snooty mages who just never gets to leave the tower, except for now. And he's been clicking his heels the whole way. But he kind of walks in and says, excuse me, I'm kind of on a time crunch, and I've got a lot of work to get to this afternoon, so would it be okay if I took the, water and the things within the water, and who's my priest? And High Priestess kind of looks around and goes, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, we were just about to get to that. So if you can give us a moment to speak with the priestess, please.
Make a persuasion check, Dench.
Okay. I'm not very good at that, but I'll do it.
That's alright. Ooh,
Yeah.
That's not great. Yeah. He kind of squints at you and he goes, I'm sorry, I'll give you 45 seconds. I'm on a time crunch. I have to translate scroll work from 1,000 years ago into a book that hasn't been written yet. That's right. I'm scribing into the ethereal plane and sending it into the future.
45 seconds. Right, I got this.
He's on a time crunch.
High Priestess, is there a problem with us taking this stone and possibly that whole water altar right there and sending it back to Cornelius with this gnome and maybe one of your priestess to look over it?
She kind of looks around surprised and she goes,
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot right away. There will
45
be
seconds.
Yeah, well, there will be accommodations for the priest who goes with the artifact and the.
of course. This was a request by
Yes, by Cornelius.
Mr. Fenbrush. Okay. Right. Sure, yes. I mean, these items were not ours to keep anyways. And you hear in the back, "Time's a ticking, sweetheart!" She kind of looks over you guys and he goes, "Excuse me."
Oh, please punch him in the face, he says in Celestial.
I walk a much higher purpose. You will wait. Do you understand me? I am on a time crunch. And she shouts, "You will wait!" And the gnome stops. And you see this glaze going over his eyes. And he sits down. And you just hear him go, "I suppose I'm waiting." Now, my apologies. Sometimes we have to give commands. You were saying you'd like to take one of my priests, and Cornelius Fenbrush will reach out to me about the inner workings of how this is going to pan out financially. Obviously, we're going to be losing a healer.
Yeah, and we do realize it's a gigantic inconvenience, but we definitely did not want to carry this across the city, and we were afraid it could do something to the church and the people here.
And we wanted to make
More
sure,
so than already.
we wanted to make sure that somebody with a, she's gonna like peer over toward the dazed mage.
Yeah, his eyes are like literally, he's got like moon eyes. Both of his eyes are completely whited over, and he's just sitting there kind of borderline slack-jawed.
We want to make sure that somebody with a calmer and more sound mind is also accompanying this whole thing.
Oh, yes, of course. It's really not his fault, dear. They keep mages like that locked up so tight for so many years. They're bound to get...
I wonder if you could, well, okay, yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Please teach me that trick.
Come see
Without
me when you've
converting.
got some free time, little Canis, and we'll talk. Yes, I will send one of my priests. She kind of like steps around you guys, and she kind of has a whispered conversation for just a moment. And this priest kind of comes over. She steps back to the front of the room, and as she gets back up there, she kind of looks back and over at the basin, and as she snaps, there's this kind of almost this milky white liquid drains from this gnome's eyes, and as he blinks, he looks up and goes, "Did you befuddle me? That's not fair." She kind of smiles and goes, I needed more time, I'm sorry." He kind of looks surprised, stands up and goes, "It's not very often people enchant me. Well played. Well played. Now, is it time to go?" She says, "Yes, it's time to go. My priest will be accompanying you and the holy water basin, so best of luck to both of you." Luck. Come on. He reaches over, puts his hand on the mage, and as he reaches over to, or excuse me, onto the cleric, and then as he reaches over towards the basin, there's this very fast string of incantation, and his hand turns into this weird prismatic blur. He touches the basin, and all three of them wink out of existence.
That was the rat basin, right?
That, yeah, technically I think it was this one down here, but for the sake of brevity, you guys got the right one. Okay. Here, I'll just do this. Boop. I just put water in them, that's all I did, so they're stuck there, they're part of the map.
Nope. I was about to look at this high priestess in a whole different light.
Wouldn't that be crazy? She's like, "Yeah, sure, they can have the basin, and my priest." Priest reappears and just fucking cracks the gnome across the head. Okay, well, now that that's settled.
Thank you for
So-
handling that so deftly. That was quite impressive. I'm sorry. Continue, Lara. I was just very
No, that's
applaud you.
okay.
No, thank you.
She deserves the applause.
It's a simple trick, honestly. Sometimes you just have to take command, and people in my temple will listen to me if I have something to say. So, anyways, please, would you all like to sit? She kind of comes over and has a seat. This artifact you're talking about.
Oh, get ready.
Yeah, it's quite disturbing.
We need your help. Amelia?
And Amelia, who, before she does this, she's gonna look at, is this one that's in the back one of the ones that, helped murderize her?
Oh,
before?
fuck yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he
Okay.
punched the shit out of you.
Okay. So she's moving very carefully. She looks back at Payne, seeming a little more reassured that he's behind her. Kneels down again, and then, yeah. There's then an hourglass of tongues. No longer in her backpack.
All right. So you pull the hourglass, the tongue hourglass out. It's the hourglass that tastes you back.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Ugh.
She's also going to say as she takes the hourglass out, I felt fiend. Just that.
Well, this is quite disturbing. The hourglass kind of shudders for a moment, and you guys see there's a flash of red energy, and at the very top of the hourglass, another tongue materializes and slaps down into the pile.
Yeah, we've discovered that's when another afflicted is killed or incapacitated, and then their tongue disappears and it appears here.
Hers is in there, but there's a portal or something at the bottom. We don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
I'm going to point if my glowing tongue is still there, or at least the tongue that's glowing that I'm assuming is mine.
There is no tongue in there that is glowing.
And she's going to just kind of shift, look around it, and then And just shake her head.
We need to. It's alright. We'll get you a new one.
A better one.
One that wasn't rubbing elbows with other tongues.
Stop.
Okay.
Well, it's disgusting. That much is for sure. And it's very interesting, to be honest with you. But I'm not entirely sure how much I could tell you about it. I'm no mage. I cannot identify anything of any nature. Have you tried talking to the mages?
That was our next stop.
Yeah.
Okay. I would start there. I could tell you if it was good or evil, but she's already told
Giving
you
off
that.
giving off pretty bad vibes just looking at it.
Yes, if this thing actually radiated good energy and it looked like this, I'd be very surprised and very impressed, because boy, would it keep away other
Camouflage.
potentially evil creatures. But it definitely is giving off not a great vibe. So, yes, I'm sorry. There's not much I can tell you about this.
That's okay. I am grateful that you were able to remove the shot from the church too. I mean that's good, and hopefully this doesn't do anything ill to just be in your presence either.
No, I'm quite all right. Even the few hours I've spent with it, it was just me attempting silly little things, dispels, things of the sort, to try to figure it out. It seemed very mundane. Again, I'm no mage, so I couldn't actually identify it, but that is what it is. As far as this thing's concerned, go see the mages. If you need any more help from me, if you want to, you can dunk it in holy water on the way out. We're going to need to seriously cleanse the entire interior of this church before anybody re-enters, so you might as well if you need to. And I suppose that's that. Amelia, if you happen to find yourself staying in the city for a while and you've got nothing to do for a while, you're more than welcome to come lay blessings here in the church, if you'd like. Of course, we'd cut you part of the stipend, just for future reference if you're interested.
I am not yeah, she could say that. Priest.
She kind of smiles and she goes, I know.
Amelia just looks towards. Actually, you know what? Where's Canis at the moment? Because I don't see one. Yeah, she looks towards Canis.
I'm hiding underneath
Yeah, Lyra and Canis.
Canis will just look at you and give you a nod, a very unsubtle nod.
Lyra's eyebrows go up.
I am. When I can, She struggles a little bit and then just kind of, just in absolute frustration, just kind of throws up her hand.
Yeah, she looks at you and she puts her hand up too and she just goes, I did not say I needed the aid of a healer or a priest. I simply offered you a place to work as a sister of faith.
Question about that. I have a question.
Of course.
Do you feel like you could help her figure out, like, what she wants to be when she grows up? Like, if somebody asks her what order she's with, she doesn't know how to answer the question, and I can't even begin to fathom how that works. Do
What
you...
order she's with? Who asked her that?
Cornelius.
He kind of glances at her, or she glances at her and she says, did you tell Cornelius you were a paladin?
She didn't.
It's my fault.
She looks down at Canis.
Listen, we had like a discussion. It was in the middle of the house. Payne said something about her being a paladin. He's holy. I just didn't think too much about it, so it came out.
But now she seems a little confused about whether or not she is a paladin.
And I may have misspoken, but
I don't know.
it's the
kind of fits.
stories.
Okay, alright, look, we can get to the bottom of this. I don't think that this is the most pressing point
No,
Absolutely not.
right now. However, should you find yourselves with some downtime, when all this is blown over, or in between working for people at the top of the echelon of the Emerald Tower, come visit me and maybe we can figure some things out.
Thank you. Now, Amelia, do you mind putting that away because I think I'm gonna throw up if I have to look at it any longer.
And she makes some apologetic sounds and scoops it back up.
Sorry we missed your tongue there, Amelia.
Maybe it'll come back around. I don't know.
She
This is a lot of
seems
tongue.
surprisingly unconcerned about that. Kind of gives a half shrug, but then looks back to the high priestess. Fiend boy. And she's. So she says fiend voice, because that part can come out. And then just kind of gestures to the others in a like, someone say something kind of way.
I think she sensed fiendish energy off of it.
She
Is that right?
sensed fiendish energy off this, and a voice.
Yeah, we did hear. I heard a voice, and I think others heard voices that knew things about our pasts. So,
Behind in the house.
yeah, from where general area where we found the hourglass.
Interesting. She kind of. Hang on a second. I'm gonna make a roll. Give me a sec. Shit, that's not a bad fucking roll. So she takes the hourglass, she picks it up, just handles it, looks at the bottom of it, looks at the top of it, kind of starts to move it around. You see the tongues kind of loosely sloshing against the sides of the glass. And for just a flicker of a moment, Amelia, you catch a silver outline before the other tongues kind of cover it up. And she goes, it doesn't look like there's any sort of speaking device in this, but again, I'm no mage. I think you should really get it identified, because if there is some sort of spoken aspect about this thing, and as she shakes it, the tongues are just like... one drips down into the portal, and she goes, oh, that's what they're doing. Oh,
Right,
God.
that's bad, right?
Yeah, she sets it down. She goes, I don't know. I'm no mage. I shouldn't even have this.
Into the backpack it goes.
She says, it looks like a magic item to me, of some sort. Artifact, maybe. Ritual object, possibly. Magic item, most definitely, because mundane things don't drip tongues into
Don't
portals.
have, yeah, hidden black portals of doom. Yeah.
Lyra! Luckily, you graduated at the top of your class, if I'm not mistaken, so you probably know a mage or two.
I'm not gonna lie. It's been really hard to sit still in this seat because I've been wanting to go back to the university since we were at the house. I will definitely try to use all of my contacts, but at the very least, do as much research as possible.
Okay.
So the college is our next stop, it seems.
All right.
Unless y'all need, I don't know. Yeah, we should go to the college so we don't lose Amelia's tongue.
We should. Or wherever Lyra thinks best.
University makes
Quickly,
sense.
because we already thought we lost. No, I don't know that. Sorry.
It's true, she didn't say that. That's good. If you don't have a DM inspiration, take one for that integrity, because she did not actually say that out loud. Okay.
right.
Okay, well, let me know. I'll reach out to Mr. Fenbrush and see if I can figure out the inner workings of whatever he's doing with my priest, and good luck. Good luck!
Thank you, High Priestess. We appreciate your help.
Take care of yourselves. As you kind of like turn your back, she goes, "Oh, gosh, those are beautiful arrows."
Oh, well, thank you. It came as a gift from Fenbrush.
Oh. Oh. And she kind of stops and goes, "Mr. Fenbrush gave you a gift of peacock feather arrows?"
Yeah.
It was from,
So-
I think he said Rosanna.
Oh.
Well, from Rosanna.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, because he is. Yes. Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
Is that a thing? Is that a
No. Take care of yourself.
okay?
They're beautiful. Goodbye. Okay.
Thank you.
Where are you
Amelia-
going?
I'm a little concerned.
Amelia is going to at least half say thank you before leaving.
Well, while we're in town, I want to use the hell out of the resources I have, so probably head to the school and,
To the Magi Academia.
yeah.
Is there anything we should know about your school? Anybody we should not talk to? Should talk to? Should I just keep my mouth shut the whole time, or what?
No, you're really nice, so I think you should talk. There's not really anyone to avoid. Cat, sorry, did you have a DM thing?
I had a
Oh,
super
sorry, go
quick DM question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dynamic lighting. It looks like it's darker. What time of day is it now? How much time has passed?
Actually, hang on. It's probably because I don't have daylight mode on. Give me one sec. Let me just double check. Oh, yeah, I don't have daylight mode on. There you go. Thank you.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, if
we
you guys are
started
ever
at
on it,
12:30.
yeah. If you guys are ever on an open world map, it's literally one button that just switches it from day to night. So just thank you for letting me know that though.
No, I just figured a bunch of time had passed. I was
Nope.
fully prepared to
No,
roll with it.
to answer your question though, I mean, let's see. We've been doing this for an hour and 23 minutes, so it's probably been an hour. 23 minutes between like interactive things that have jumped around. Plus your guys' travel time was 25 minutes. This is another 15 minutes. So yeah, probably we'll say like an hour, 15.
Oh,
It's
so
like
it's
1:45.
past lunchtime, so I gotta
yeah.
have myself one of these sausages in my pocket. little road sausage. Would anybody like one? I got 2 more.
Ew, road sausage.
Road sausage.
I feel like we've got 6, maybe 5 meat sticks in our backpacks that
Yeah, we
are
have some,
getting
yeah.
questionable.
I think I gave out all Dench's meat sticks. I think Lyra only has like 2 left, or like
I've got
1.
2 left. Payne has half of one, I think.
Yeah, depending on your overall fortitude and when you guys pick those meat sticks up, there's probably within the next couple of hours, you're gonna have to start making rolls because the bacteria is really gonna start.
Yeah, everybody eat this. Nobody at the house wanted it. They were more interested in not this.
Anyway.
At the school, there's not really anyone for you guys to avoid. Maybe Kane is, to an extent.
Look, okay, I picked a backpack once. I was told it's fine.
Once
As long as I
at
stay away
quarter.
from others' possessions.
Alright, so when we get there, I think I would probably... I wouldn't want to start with the library. Is there a professor or someone I would know of who would, like, specialize in artifacts?
No. You took just the basic wizard course, so artifacts were not part of that, nor was alchemy or scribing. It was just cantrips and essentially first level spells. Even though it was a 3-year program, that's about as much time as you had to do to learn just the basics. However, you do know the Grandmaster Norobu, is always willing to speak to any graduate of any level. So you could,
Yeah, I think I'd start there then.
Okay.
So yeah, we'd head that way.
All right. You are where you are.
Okay. Which one would be where he's at? Because I don't actually know this map.
There is one door. Do you see more than one doors?
Yeah, but it looks like it's inside. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, because you're looking through a window. Yeah, there's one door to the entrance. Although I will probably need to do a little bit of. Whoops. Actually, might just open. Does it just open? Hold on. Oh, it does! Hey,
Holy shit.
I did it right. All right, all right. Hey, who closed that fucking door? Okay, so as you open the door, inside you see a massive cauldron of fire. The cauldron is golden, and the fire is very, very, very hot. Like, as you open the door, there is like a wave of heat that hits you guys. And being as late into the season as it is, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. It is midday, so it's not too bad outside, but this is hot, 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 like elemental hot. And inside you see a female standing right here with a hood, with her hood up. She's got kind of darkened skin and almost like alabaster hair, like a little bit too pale for its own good. Here you see a human man who has brown everything as far as the wizard getup is concerned. It seems to be made of leather, and he's got this set of blue lensed goggles up on his hood. And then here, Lyra, you would recognize Grandmaster Noboru. Give me 1 second. So, there is Grandmaster Narobu, excuse me. So, Grandmaster Narobu, he's a black dragonborn man who stands about 6 feet tall, about 200 pounds. He is the Grandmaster of the Magi Academia. He wears these wizard robes with a big floppy wizard's robe, and he's got a brimmed hat, but it's off to the side currently. And he's got a wooden staff with a blue crystal affixed to the top. Excuse me. And as you fling the door open, you don't see anybody but maybe a student or two kind of hanging around. But as you fling the door open, he kind of glances in your direction. He gives you like a half smile, and then he violently throws his hand forward, and there is this very fast incantation that crackles like fire, and he absorbs the fire into his hand, and then he... Lyra.
Little midday snack.
Spicy there, huh?
Lyra. Excuse me.
Grandmaster.
Lyra. Welcome back, Canis. Keep your paws to yourself, and we'll have no problems, young man.
Yeah, young man. So, you know I can't stay away. But I think we, and she'll look back at the rest of the group, might need your help, or maybe, if you know someone who could help us with something very specific, item-wise.
Okay, well, speak plainly and speak specifically.
We're investigating something for Cornelius via the recent events, and we need something identified. It's not pretty.
Okay.
Quite disturbing, yes.
It's literally an hourglass full of tongues that keep moving around and going into a portal or something at the bottom.
Oh, that's fascinatingly delicious.
Also real gross.
I wouldn't use that.
Oh. Right. We could perform an identification, but isn't that something that you scribed into your spellbook, Lyra?
Yes, but I have misplaced my damn pearl. I don't know where it went.
Well, what in the nine hells are you doing that for? But good on you for not entrusting Canis to procure you a new one. No offense, Canis. Well, actually, a little offense, Canis.
I usually owe him
No,
a
it's
favor
fair.
after he does that stuff anyway.
Okay, well, we can get you a new one. 100 gold pieces, we can provide you the pearl.
Yeah, well, as soon as I have it again.
Okay, well, come and see us when you have it. Or we can perform the scroll or the spell for you.
That's kind of what I think we were going for, at least to start with, because we're not entirely sure where to go from here.
Absolutely. That will be... We can do it for 60 gold pieces.
Okay. So the only thing I do want to bring up, we found this in a place with, like, definitely evil stuff.
Excellent. My specialty. Demonic forces afoot.
Okay.
Take a second and insight him, because he is way too excited about demon stuff and eating this tongue glass.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can make an insight check.
I'm getting serious Gar Talk vibes.
He kind of points over towards Lyra. You know, you are technically a graduate, highest in your class of the basic level wizardry school. But regardless of that, we can definitely do a discount for you. We'll do it for 50 gold.
Okay.
Or you can save up the rest of what you need, buy your own pearl, and do it forever for free.
Well, the second option is my preferred option, but we have a bit of a time situation here.
Right, so 50 gold pieces.
She's gonna like turn and look at the rest of the group.
In the insight 6, by the way, the dude just seems eccentric to you.
Yeah, arcane users. Ugh.
Well, yeah, we may be able to scratch together 50 gold, but this is also on the behalf of Cornelius and the Emerald Tower. I'm wondering if we can maybe perhaps put it on his tab?
Oh, well, yes, of course we can. If you just show me the writ that says that it will be put on his tab, we can absolutely do that for you.
We don't have a specific riff specifically for that. But we do have a
Cornelius
writ,
Venbrush is a man of writs.
Okay, well, he did give us a writ of authority, but I suppose if we need to, we can probably contact him and ask for a writ of this particular need.
Yes, you will need a writ that shows that he will pay for all of your expenses, indeed.
Alright, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go see what I can find in the library, too, just based on what we know so far. But it was really good to see you.
No, that was all then.
For now, until we're either ready to do the ritual or I can do it myself, then...
Alright, best of luck, Lyra. Bye, Canis.
I don't suppose that sounds familiar to you, does it?
No.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I
You
wonder
want to just
if we
show it to him?
Yeah, I wonder if we show you the artifact, you might get excited about it.
He's already
It's
excited.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's terrifying and probably very exciting for a man of your stature.
I'll take a look at it. I once saw a snow globe with 1,000 eyes inside.
Ew.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, not as bad as the tongues.
Well,
That's true.
Amelia, if you would.
it wasn't as bad, I'm sure, until we accidentally broke the snow globe and all of the eyes grew spider legs, and then it was a shit show.
I'm so
shit.
glad I didn't smash the hourglass.
Ooh, should we smash the hourglass?
I made the suggestion.
Well, that's
just
what
to
I
see
said.
happened.
Amelia's like started to take like a half step forward like 3 times, and then they keep talking, and she's like, maybe not. I go out this door.
I was almost more concerned it would just turn into a giant tongue monster and lick us to death.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
There's a porn about it somewhere, I'm sure. Anyway,
He's not wrong.
Amelia just looks skyward for a moment and then takes a deep breath and goes over, does the same thing she's been doing. She crouches down. She very gingerly, well, she sets down the backpack. Now she, after seeing the High Priestess do it, she just takes out the hourglass and just holds it up to him.
Oh, well, that is... Now that's pretty terrifying. You're absolutely right about that. Kind of runs his finger along the side of, like the sides that are holding the actual glass in place. Puts his hands up to his eyes, and as he opens his eyes like a visor, they're glowing this vibrant blue. And he looks them up and down. Definitely arcane. Definitely infused with magic. Lots of it. In multiple spots. There is necromancy here. There is abjuration along the exterior, in the top and bottom. And speaking of the bottom, and he looks down towards the little gate, conjuration. Huh. He blinks, and the blue kind of fades away. Unfortunately for this magic item, it appears it was made rather quickly, as it's being held together by a couple of pieces of chewed bubblegum and a child's broken dreams.
So if we break it, do you think the tongues will go back to where they were?
No clue. I haven't identified it, but it looks like it's a pretty shitty magic item. But it's doing a good job. It's just volatile.
Lyra, I have 49 gold on me. Not that I want to spend it on this, but I can.
I was gonna
I
see if we
have
could all pull
19.
together.
Yeah, I have 19 to put to the cause. I assume if we put together, I can throw in 15, and then everybody else can throw in whatever they else
It
would
might
like
be
to.
better. It might be, in my experience, putting things on people's tabs without asking them first tends to cause a little bit of an issue. So maybe if we pay
Oh,
for
yeah,
it
of
up front,
course.
we could get reimbursed later.
Yeah, I
And maybe
agree.
we won't.
This is pretty important, and this is kind of why I was hoping to get our reward up front.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so maybe let's all pool our money, and
Do
that way somebody's not
Yeah.
giving everything they have.
enough, or her, and she just kind of holds up like her hand in a circle, because
We've wasted so much time. I say we pay for it now and deal with it
Figure it
later.
out later. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Cool. Well, leave the pain to you because I don't have pockets.
Oh yeah, am I carrying your money?
You're carrying our money, yes.
Okay, I need to add yours to mine.
Amelia, are you hiding the, what I'm assuming is look on your face?
I don't have a deceptive bone in my body.
Okay, I didn't think so. You see, Grandmaster Norobu kind of glance over at Amelia holding this thing, looks down at it, and then looks back up. Open your mouth.
She's going to side-eye the others, and then just...
Lyra goes like this.
We do have a vested interest in this item, yes.
Stick out your tongue and say, ah. You. And he stares right in your eyes, Amelia.
Well, she does look up at him. She does not, in fact, stick out her tongue. A different character would just hold the hourglass closer and say, ah, but that's not her. So she'll just open her mouth so we can see.
He glances back down. You ain't got much time, do you?
She's going to, just kind of run her finger along it until she can pick hers out again, and then just point, and it's very near to the bottom.
He smiles and he goes, I know. It's the only one in there with a silver glow. Same as the aura surrounding your entire being. I'll do it for 40 gold. Save 10. Keep your pocket purses nice and fat and happy. But I gotta do it for something. Otherwise,
no.
this business is gonna run aground, Lyra.
I know. Alright. Quickly, put your money out and we'll count. She'll throw down 15.
Dench will also throw down 15, yeah.
And
I
I'll
would
top
do
it off.
Alright. So Dench,
Ilya
Lyra,
would have obviously thrown hers towards it, so I don't know how we're sorting this out. But I'm also
Oh,
closer to the man.
You're putting your 10 in?
Duh.
Okay. All right. So then, Dench and Lyra can both pull back 5.
There you go.
That's
And then
10,
we
10,
got 10, 10, 10, 10. Yep. All right, so Kane is... actually, Kane is... You don't even have an inventory. Where the fuck are you keeping your gold?
I have his.
Oh, okay. I was like, you know what? I never even asked that.
Yeah, I have his.
Oh, put it in your ass. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Well, I mean, that's your option for now. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so he kind of nods to one of the apprentices. She walks over. She takes the gold from you guys collectively, and then she steps to the side. He takes kind of a half step over, and he takes the hourglass kind of with both hands, and he kind of tugs it like away from Amelia. Or tries to. Does she let go?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
the plan's out on the table.
Yeah, so he takes it, and then his eyes close for a moment, and as they open again, there's this prismatic energy that kind of is like running about his eyes, his mouth, and as he begins this incantation, there is this burst of magic that kind of radiates over you guys in a wave. It's almost euphoric. It's like, as it hits you, it feels like, I don't know if you guys have ever, if anybody's had the displeasure of going under anesthesia, but it's like that wave that hits you right before you go to sleep, and it's just like pure, unadulterated, raw euphoria. And then it's like, boop, I'm out. But you don't fall asleep. Instead, his eyes stay with that prismatic glow, and his mouth opens. I just need to look up the rules for Identify really quick, just so I know exactly what I'm telling you. Bad DM did not do this beforehand. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
No, I got it. It's already pulled up. Yeah, I was loading it. It was just... Okay, so... So you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature through casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Okay, so his mouth opens, and he says, "This is definitely a magic item. Oh, that is interesting. Somebody has infused a gate spell with permanency emplaced upon it along the base. At the top, there is a conjuration property that is not familiar to me, but it is something that is drawn from another item. Something small and black, hollow with green specks within its being. It's tied directly to it somehow, but I'm not sure how. The tongues speak for themselves. They are living. They are living entities from somewhere, from everywhere. The tongues speak for themselves." That was an unintentional dad joke. There is no attunement to this magic item. It is self-fulfilling. It is self-energy generating. Seems that it is powered from the outside by this blackened, hollow object with green specks within it. There is a positive life force, a divine life force, tied to the black and the green and to another entity But I'm not sure. There is something masking much of this. And then there is the teleport spell, which is bound somehow to this object, and somehow through spectral or divine energy, through the entities that interact with the black and green spect objects. I'm sorry, this is very obscure. Usually, it's easy to see what a bag of holding is, or what a wand or rod of fireballs is. This thing does not want to be known.
I think our biggest question is how can we get Amelia's tongue back? And it would be nice to return the other tongues to people, but they're probably dead.
I don't know, but I do see her tongue, and time is drawing near.
Do you think dispelling it would have any usefulness?
No. No, the exterior shell's too strong for a dispel. Unless we martially dispel it. He raises it up into the air.
Amelia
Partially?
like
You mean smash
squeaks a little bit.
Yeah, smash it.
He smiles at
I
Dench.
told you I should have just smashed it.
I told you should have just smashed it.
I
Those
told
very
both of
were-
you not to.
Why didn't I smash
Seems to
it?
be the safest place to smash it.
Wait,
Do it.
wait,
Do
wait.
it.
Why, Amelia?
Back rock.
You want to use a
Tied to-
rock to smash it?
Want to
We're
break the
talking
rock
about
that's
the stone that
Talking
we
about the
brought to
crazy stone?
Cornelius.
Masked. The masked comes out more like macked, but you know. By divine water?
Oh, holy water. The holy water, because it's the stone with the. I mean, just. I don't think we have time for that, to be honest.
I think we should smash it.
I hate to agree, but I have to agree.
Do I hear a majority?
I think this is, yeah, I say smash it. That's safest place to do it is a powerful ass wizard house.
I
Amelia
guess
is
so.
Putting a hand on her zipper, and she's just praying for this to not end disastrously.
Martial dispel, let's go! His eyes flash green and he fucking yeets this thing at the ground. Give me one moment.
Fucking love this wizard.
I cast projectile!
I am right in front of him. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. Okay, so. Give me one moment.
The one time we're so careful to like investigate and not just break loot and like ransack, and the answer is breaking it.
Alright. So
I wanted to break it so bad.
just go with your gut, man. Come on.
Man, they would have thrown me out of the party.
Nah, they wouldn't have. Fuck that.
No,
Trust
because
me. We
you
gotten over
said
weirder
break
shit
it.
than that.
Because you said break it, Kevin, and that told me, like, well, I mean, when the DM says to do something, that means do the exact opposite.
Also, the last time I went with my gut, I tried to massacre my entire church.
True. True.
So many things are getting broken now with a martial dispel.
To be fair, there was a timeline on you putting that shit in your back and your backpack, and you guys just fucked that up.
I
So
heard the alarms going
yeah, the
off.
alarm went off in this room, and I was like, "Oh fuck." Okay, so he slams it on the ground, and there is a flash and a burst of green infernal energy that explodes out from around it. Amelia and Canis, I need a dexterity saving throw from both of you, please.
I'm gonna say the really bad thing and say that Amelia had just literally just closed her eyes to pray. I'm gonna roll this with disadvantage because it feels appropriate on that.
Yep. Okay.
Candace is too busy staring at, like,
Also, I'm in
Somewhere
heavy
else.
armor anyway. Okay, fine.
Fuck,
Those
that's
are decent
actually-
rolls.
I mean, look, the good Lord giveth and the good
Thank
Lord
you,
taketh
Celestian.
away. So even with that, you still dodge it. You close your eyes and dodge it, and Canis is like, ow, my eyes! So, like, Amelia kind of, like, dips to the right instinctively. Like, she bows her head almost, and then she dips to the right, and the majority of the burst rolls past her. Canis, you take the full force. I rolled like shit. Canis, you take 4 points of acid damage. Amelia, you take 2. And you see this guy, the Grandmaster Narobu, he doesn't even try to dodge it. He's a black dragonborn, and he just eats it like a champ. So it explodes. And as you guys all look back at the aftermath of this thing, there are about a dozen tongues writhing around on the ground. Some of them are half melted by the acid. Some of them are just piles of goopy acid. Amelia, you look down, and yours is laying in the dead center, completely unscathed, and writhing around in this small silver light. You're the only one who sees the silver light. You guys would see it as just like another tongue. And the Grandmaster looks down and goes, well, Martial Dispel works again.
Lyra makes a weird...
actually work.
Well,
There's like a weird gagged cheer from Lyra, and then... Oh, it's just as gross as I thought it would be.
yeah, imagine when I Martial Dispelled that snow globe and all the eyes grew spider legs. That was a failure.
Why are they still moving? Which one's yours, Amelia?
Well, she's staring at the center of it. Just kind of unmoving at the moment.
Just fucking pick it up, please. Oh,
Is it there? Is it still there?
And she's gonna reach down and pick up her tongue.
Oh,
The
watch
tongue
it.
she
Put it
hopes
back
is
in
hers.
your mouth.
Yeah, you pick it up, and there's like a vibration in your hand. Like your whole hand and wrist zzz, as you feel it. And you guys see it's writhing. It looks like she just snatched a fish, or like a tadpole. It's like she just grabbed a tadpole out of a pond.
Oh, gods, please do something with it. This is so gross.
Is
Put
she...
it back. Put it back in your mouth.
The Grandmaster looks at you and he goes, you heard the wizard.
Just make it stop.
I'm not even gonna just do it. I don't care anymore.
I just literally looked to see if I had like a water
Shut
skin
up
or
and put it
anything.
in your
The only
mouth.
water I
That
have on me is
is
holy
the-
water, and that's really fucking funny to me. I'm gonna look at. Does it have acid and things?
No, it was in the center
it's
and
unscathed.
completely unscathed.
5-second rule. I think it's still good.
Nobody
I
ever tell
don't have
anybody
any better ideas.
She's going to make an audible but not intelligible prayer, and then, oh my god, apparently put her demon acid tongue that's not acidy in her mouth.
Yeah,
I
as
hate
you're struggling,
about this.
the Grandmaster just goes, "Child, put the damn thing in your mouth."
I just said she did.
Yeah, and as you're just like oh. So Amelia, you immediately feel this tongue. It just writhes around right underneath your teeth and up against the soft palate, and you feel it like lurch for the back of your throat. It hits your uvula, and you half spit it out. As it goes back in, however, you feel this burning sensation at the back of your throat, and you take a couple of deep swallows, and you're like, you like think to yourself, "Oh wow!" And then you guys hear Amelia say out loud in common, "Oh wow," completely flawless, as your tongue reattaches itself to its base, and
Not
you
sure
have
it was
gained your
worth it.
speech back. I can take your tongue. You want to take it back? You can spit it back out.
Can you take the memories of this from me as
Oh
well?
no, nope. Nightmares forever.
Amelia, say la 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 la.
Hallelujah.
Kane's
Stars,
over there
take it.
just amazed. Just like,
Yeah, first thing she actually says after the "oh wow" is just, "Oh, stars, take it."
There. There we go.
Oh,
Oh.
I see the stars get all the credit for arcane expertise.
And the Martial Dispel.
And a martial dispel.
Thank you.
Let the record show I
Had-
suggested that a long time ago.
I had no idea that would work.
Neither did I.
He knew all along.
My gut knew. My gut knew. Smash it. Break it.
What's life without a little experimentation? Am I right, friend dwarf?
Well
Right.
said. And I'll be writing that martial dispel down for
I'll be
later
calling you.
use.
Payne, I'll be calling you for all the Martial Dispels. Alright.
How do you feel, Amelia? Do you feel like yourself again?
This feels impolite to say, but more than a little disgusted.
Well,
Well, your tongue was writhing around in an hourglass for a few hours.
with other tongues.
Yeah, you don't know where those other tongues have been.
No, you don't.
There was this one book Oh, never mind. Never mind. Maybe let's go get some rest after all of this.
No. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. You got a story about tongues doing something in a book you got there? You come and see me, and I'd love to have that conversation at some point. No pressure. Sorry.
We did want to do some research while we were here, right, Lyra? I mean,
Yes.
find out
Yes.
more about this kind of magic that went into this.
I'm not even that worried about this. Her tongue's back in her mouth, but I do want to see. I'll look into it, but I want to look at the disease more than anything and see what I can find, where it's derived from, and so on.
The source of some of this, at least that. She kind of just nudges the shards of hourglass with her foot. Is still at the house. We can't wait long to take care of that.
No, but we also can't go back like this.
Like what? You don't look fine.
I'm great.
Well, Canis, you look like shit.
He does look like shit.
I wonder whose fault that is.
That.
Yeah, he points down at the hourglass. That son of a bitch. Y'all mind if I keep a couple of these tongues, the ones that are not quite fucked up?
They do belong to someone.
Yeah,
I
no.
assume
I
most
mean,
people who needed them are gone now, long gone. Probably.
well, even if they're not, if we find them and they come back to claim them, maybe we just keep them in jars on the shelf for the time being. It's not often you see a fully sentient tongue.
Do you have the ability to preserve them so that they?
Pickle them?
No, preserve them
No.
like ingredients for spells and stuff.
No, like there
Mummify 'em?
are cantrips that some of the priests know for keeping a body in
Oh,
stasis, so
dear
that
girl, we don't do things like that around here.
No, but if we
But
could, yeah, if we could set it up like components for spells, it can be maintained. Those have to have a shelf life too, longer shelf life.
I got a jar with a whole lot of vinegar, salt, and a little pinch of sugar that'll keep these tongue pickles perfectly safe.
those
I'm kidding. We put a little arcane magic in it, give them a little zap of life, a little taste of necromancy, and maybe they just writhe around for a little bit longer for us. I don't really want to deal with priests, if you know what I mean. No offense.
I
He kind of glances
don't-
around at all of you.
don't actually know what you mean. Do tell.
He means exactly what he said. Actually, there wasn't any hidden meaning there. He
I
doesn't
think
know.
he was referring to that one priest we ran into the other day. But that's regardless of the point.
Oh, you had a bad encounter with the priest? Probably that bald
Oh.
bastard over there at the Temple of Alona?
Yep.
That's the one. Yeah. That's
Yeah, I
him.
am.
He's a right prick.
Well, considering the discount you gave us, I say if you want those tongues, they're all yours, sir.
Yeah.
And
I-
are we ready to roll?
I would like to disagree for a second. Calm down.
I am very much with Canis on this one.
Firstly, we know where the owners of some of these tongues are, and it's in a different temple, so we might have to deal with holy people.
Oh, you for sure know that some of the tongues belong to somebody here? Do you know which
No, not
one?
if they went
Yes.
through the portal.
Well,
we don't know
not-
that.
Not alive, but we know where some of the
We
previous
know
owners
where
are
at least
kept.
one living one is.
Okay, understood.
That's true. We do know a child who's missing a tongue.
Here's the
These are the
thing.
tongues of
How do we
people
identify
found.
it, though?
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. He points down at the last couple of tongues that are still writhing around. They're fucking dying. So unless y'all got a priest who can make them not die while they are writhing around the ground in this pool of acid, I'm not saying I'm gonna keep them for eternity and put them into a lich skull and make them into some sort of weird homunculi. All I'm saying is, I'd like to take a few, the remaining survivors, pickle them for a little bit, arcane pickle, okay, we're not doing the true pickle. And if somebody needs them, they come and get them. I'm just asking you permission. I'm not telling you I'm going to do anything devious with them or anything weird. We outlawed
that
necromancy a
sounds fair.
long time ago.
You got my permission, Grandmaster.
I think that sounds
Canis,
fair.
you've shown the ability to do similar magics to that. Could you try?
Sure. Do I even, Xavier, before I even try, would I know if Spare the Dying would work on this?
Make an arcana. No, make a religion check.
Damn, Canis.
Yeah, pretty fucking impressive, honestly. Okay, so, you know that Spare the Dying requires a living creature. This is not a creature. This is an animated digit of a living creature, or actually technically a non-living creature. So it's the equivalent of a construct. There is no life to it. It is animated purely by magic, and most of these things are currently writhing around on the ground in a pool of acid burning up, with you guys arguing about whether or not this guy can fucking save them. So do with that what you will.
In that case, Canis would like shake his head and go, "No, I think he's our best bet. If you can stop them,
Okay.
probably
And she'll step back.
save them."
Excellent.
Do you want like a shovel to help with these tongues or something?
Shovel? No. I got these little finger shovels. And he flips his hand upside down, and there's like blue strings emanate from the tips of his fingers, and they kind of project down and wrap around the 5 remaining tongues that have not been completely burnt away in this acid pool, as you guys sat here and argued about whether or not to save them, and they rise up into the air and into his hand. So he collects 5 tongues. The rest of them are just burnt essentially to crisps.
Alright, well, would there be any way that you could possibly identify who these tongues belong to at any point? I don't know. Like, for example, we have a child back up at the Emerald Tower who is missing a tongue currently. And it did appear in this hourglass, and then maybe or maybe not, we could identify if it's his or not.
Absolutely. 40 gold pieces, I'll identify every single one for you if you'd like. Or
okay.
you can
Well-
spend 100 on a pearl, and he points at Lyra, and do it yourself. You came to school for
Oh,
this, Lyra.
you can identify tongues? Is that? Oh,
We could
I thought
identify
it was just
anything.
magic items. Oh, okay.
It'll tell us if it's magical or not. I would probably detect first.
Is there a reason why your dwarf friend is doing sprints outside of my academy?
He gets a little anxious. He comes from underground, and I think he just likes being outside as much as possible.
Let's just say smashing was his first thought when it came to these things. Not the brightest bulb, but the badge.
It was my first and a half thought, to be fair.
Hey,
Right.
guys. Hey, are you ready to go yet?
No,
We're trying to
Go
see
go
if,
keep running outside.
if that
Uh,
child can speak again.
Okay, well, why don't we just have... We need to stop trying to do everything, like, step by step, because it's not how this is going to work. If you can please magically save those, we'll figure out who they belong to if we can. Right
Yeah, and they're
now-
kind of like spinning around his hand with the little blue tethers attached. Oh, I'm gonna save him.
Thank you so much, Grandmaster. I'm gonna go use the library and see what I can find out about that, about tongues and creatures that collect them through magic, and also about maybe the origin of this issue in the first place. But I have to go to the library to do that.
Okay. Do you
That
need
wasn't to you.
instructions or
No,
directions?
that wasn't
or
to
what
you.
do
That
you...
was to the rest of their group.
Okay.
And she's gonna go.
Okay. So Lyra just walks out.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
we'll join her.
All right.
Actually, I guess whichever direction, because there's no doors out here, so it'd be up.
So you're just leaving, and you're just gonna start walking towards Willow Hollow Histories. You just leave. You're just leaving the group. I just need to know that.
I'm gonna head toward the library.
Understood. So that was. So the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Okay,
the
what's everybody
group's
else
heading
doing?
in that
Everybody is
direction.
walking there.
Yeah, I'll take a peek in there, see what's going on. Sure.
And Amelia would say thank you again before they left.
Okie dokie. I know you guys said you're on a time
okay.
crunch, so I wanted to make sure that you're going to be continuing this time thing.
I think the time crunch was the tongues.
Oh, okay. I thought it
Right,
was.
unless
I
I'm
thought you guys. I was understanding it as you guys wanting to go back to the house.
Well, we do, but as long as we're not sitting and twiddling our thumbs, I believe this was still on our list.
Okay. So let me ask you this in advance: how much time do you want to spend digging into library archives to do investigatory work? That is going to determine DCs.
What, it's like 1 o'clock now, 2 o'clock?
Yeah, probably closer to 2.
Well, I guess we need to have the conversation then of like how concerned are we about the house? The books are
Sure.
going
Yeah, as you guys are walking over there, give me 1 second. Let me pull up a world map for you.
When and if Payne noticed that they weren't coming out the door
We would have
and going deeper,
gotten him there.
I would have turned around to follow, kind of like, what are we doing? Okay.
All right, so you guys are at the Magi Academia, and Willow Hollow Histories is about a 10-minute walk to the east if you look up to the north.
Okay. What are we more worried about, guys?
Well, I mean, personally, if that house burns to the ground, I'll be kind of happy about it.
Yeah, but what if there's still living people in there? What if they all didn't get turned?
Yeah.
We're missing, I think, 4.
I highly expect to walk in there and have to fight the mother and father. And was there more children? 2 more
There was
kids?
a mother, a father, a grandfather.
Did we fight the grandfather? The guy seemed like kind of a skeletal looking fella, right?
I mean, we can try to check on it when we get back, assuming the body's not gone. That's the other thing. We might have to refight him with what happened with the dog. So,
Yeah.
again,
Oh.
I can't cast magic missile again right now, but I have plenty of stuff I can still do if we want to actually go try to attempt this. We need to make that decision now, though, before I sit down, because once I get into
afraid-
study mode.
Yeah, I'm afraid a lot of us are a little bit tapped and bloodied at the moment, so we might need to recuperate and then go back at it tomorrow.
I'm worried
agree.
about the entity that I felt.
I am too, to be
That
honest.
we all were. I don't leaving evil like that to fester. It's rarely a good thing.
Yeah,
And
but
there
running
is-
in when you're on fumes too doesn't work well for your condition either.
I do
I-
feel better than I have in a while. Thank you all for that.
Probably
That was-
because you have a tongue.
But that's
let-
not the end of this.
No, absolutely. I'm not saying we ignore it. I'm just saying we regather our strength and then come back when we fit.
Could we go back to at least the bodies that we left? Could we go to at least make sure they get a proper burial? Not even to explore more, but to make sure they're not just left lying there to protect whether to reanimate or just.
I don't think we're we're in the right position to even make this decision yet. I don't know even what everyone does. I know Dench can use arrows. I know that I can cast magic.
Magical ones now.
I know that pain can heal.
If I'm not
Amelia-
dead.
Amelia, I think
Which
I saw
reminds
you
me,
heal.
we need a healer's kit, and it's going on my backpack.
We do need that.
Good point. We do
So-
need some.
Maybe instead of relying on our own, like, learned or organic skills, we get the healer's kit and we head the hell up there at least to see. I don't like what happened after the dogs hung out. I don't like that, and I don't want to show up and have to re-kill a bunch of children.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Okay.
I
Then-
am,
We call them blood babies.
I am more concerned about the thing behind the door.
What the fuck else would you call them?
So okay, so what,
It was
what
bloodhounds.
you're saying is we go there,
It'd be
really
blood
quick,
babies.
bury some bodies, and then go back to the library, and then come back again the next day to root out that evil.
We could try to investigate further. Maybe the evil was simply like a type of alarm spell where it's supposed to just screw with you.
I felt. I am certain that I felt a fiend.
You're giving me mixed signals here, Amelia. Do you want to go back or not?
Lyra, just to be clear too, you would know because I mean you're from this town and you spend a lot of time at the Magi Academia and Willow Hollow History studying. They're open typically until about 11 p.m. or midnight any day of the week because there's always students from Magi Academia paying for the services of the library, which you have to pay to go in. It's not much, especially if you're a student or a graduate, but it's open very, very late, and it's 2 something ish.
Yeah, the books.
Just to be clear, just to set the stage.
The books will still be here for like a while. Like the library will be open for a while. My concern, and look, I have watched everybody get hurt, and I realize the hesitancy. But I think that we need to consider what could happen if we don't go look right now to see if the bodies have turned into blood things.
To clarify, I very much was suggesting we do go back. That
Okay.
we don't linger in any way.
Okay, well, we need to linger a little bit so we can get a healer's kit, or we're all gonna die.
Seems good to me.
The
I
shop we can.
want to go back to.
Yeah, is there a shop we can stop on the way and then quickly pick up what we need and then mosey?
Is there one that specializes in shit like that?
Probably, I mean, zoom out on the map. And I have everything very particularly labeled. You could probably get it from Liana's Therapeutics. Maybe. She's more apothecary stuff, but possibly. If not, Bulwark's General Goods for sure. But that's a long fucking haul down to Bulwark's. Probably you're looking at another like 25 minutes down to Bulwark's, but you're at Magi Academia now, so you could swing down to Liana's and, it'll
Temples
take you 5
usually
minutes.
have that stuff.
Depending on the temple, the state that the region they're in is in, i.e. if they're in a state of war, probably not because all the supplies go to the front lines. But sometimes, if there's even a temple store, not all temples have stores to the public.
Let's try Liana's first.
Couldn't hurt.
Sorry
Okay.
to strong arm you guys into going back. I just have a feeling in my stomach, and I was always told to follow those feelings.
No, I get it. I mean, you guys had that feeling about smashing the jaw, and yeah, turned
Holy
out
shit.
alright. So yeah, let's try it.
Okay, you better not be the first one to die, because I'm gonna feel really bad. She'll lead them to Liana's.
All right.
As we're walking, too, she'll say, obviously I know how to detect magic. I can identify. Right now I can't cast any other spells, but I am able to do the electricity thing again. I can throw some fire out there, and obviously I've got these, and she'll tap her scimitars. I think we should all know what everybody is capable of.
They can bite very well.
And you
Shoot
can,
stuff pretty well sometimes.
I can catch fire with my back.
You mean get hit?
And other than that, you've seen what I can do, pretty much. And I'm not holding that against you, Lyra.
Yeah, you caught it really well, though.
Just-
You caught it really well.
I did catch it.
You caught it really well. That was a really good catch, Payne.
Oh, speaking of capabilities, Payne, would you be comfortable if I took my sword back?
Oh, I thought she was gonna say take my top off or
Oh
something
dang!
weird.
I
I was
kind of
like,
forgot
where
I
are you
had
fucking
that. I was
going
gonna
with
give
that?
that to you, and then we were smashing jars and stuff, and I absolutely give her sword back.
And she just kind of runs her fingers over it for a moment, just like the hilt. Just
Yeah.
looks at it for a moment, then slides it back into the.
And as it goes back into the sheath, there is a vibration in the base of your jaw, like all the way back where your tongue muscle would attach to the base of like or the top of your throat. There's like the as it goes into the metal, you hear and you feel that vibration kind of radiate up into your tongue. And for a moment your tongue lashes by itself and then you gain control of it.
Yep. There's an immediate cough. And then it stars.
You good? What, you allergic to swords now?
Wow.
No. I don't know, but I'm not certain that smashing that, what did he call it? Martial dispel resolved the issue entirely.
Explain.
I felt my tongue in my mouth do the thing that it was doing in the hourglass.
Wriggling.
Ew. Stop explaining.
He asked.
Don't make me hear this.
When you handed me the sword, it almost hummed. And not in a good way.
Well, we can probably get that checked out later. For now, if you feel potentially murderous, try and let us know beforehand.
Is anything talking to you? Are you hearing the voice again? The evil one. The evil one that you told us about.
I'm not hearing either evil voice at the moment, no.
So the one that was in the basement was different than the one that you heard?
Yes.
Oh. I shouldn't
We're
assume
kind
that.
of just standing outside a store.
Yeah, it's about this time.
Yeah.
It's about this time you guys would be approaching. There's not a whole lot of people around, but as you approach, you enter. As you enter, you see a couple of folks standing over to the right. As soon as the door opens, the whole place smells of like heavy scent of like sage. Burning incense. There are lights up on the walls that are fanciful, and every inch of the walls are literally covered in the most fluorescent colored vials, potion vials, maybe poisons, you don't know, that you guys have ever seen before. And then, Lyra and Canas, you would see Liana Bromnackle, who is the proprietor of this beautiful little shop. So Liana is a gnome, female. She's about 3'8", 75 pounds, so a little bit on the slim side, though she's got those wide hips. Short brown hair with a bright pink ribbon up on top, and she wears very fanciful green attire with a very dirty art smock. There you go. So the door pops open,
She's
you guys
adorable.
begin to step in, and she kind of looks up. There's a very tiny, almost like miniaturized, like teacup chihuahua version of a dragon sitting on a shelf next to her as she's kind of doing some work with a mortar and pestle, and she looks up and goes, "Hey y'all, welcome on in. What can I get for you?
Wow.
Good
this
afternoon.
Smells of this place.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it too much for you, baby? You want to step outside?
Oh no, I apologize. It just caught me off guard a little bit. I do apologize.
No, all right. Well, what can you? Oh, hey, Leon. Oh, Lyra. My name's Liana. Sorry. Hey, Lyra. Kane is. Y'all coming back for potions class? Or did you graduate already? Haven't seen you in a minute.
I know, it has been a minute. I did graduate, actually. I'm doing, like, real adventure stuff now, I guess.
Oh, all right. Good for you. Taking down goblins and killing giant crabs.
Well, not that kind of adventurous stuff. More... Yes, more dangerous kind of things, which is why we're here.
Ooh, brave. Good thing you got Kane is.
Yes. Very good thing. Do you have...
Bless you, baby. You want to step outside? Is it too much for you?
No, I just have to get used to it again.
All right. What you need, Lyra?
Do you happen to have any healer's kits? She's gonna turn toward Pain.
Healer's kits? You want them pre-medicated or post-medicated? Post-medicated is you medicate them yourself. So you just need bandages or an actual healer's kit, is what I'm asking.
Pain?
The pre-medicated. We need this for them.
Oh. Her eyes go wide looking at just Lyra and Kana's.
Not me.
Well,
We just need the pre-medicated healing kit.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
whole
yeah.
healer's kit. I got it.
All right, yeah, I could sell it to y'all for 5 gold. I got 2 of them down here. There's enough in there. I mean, you could probably patch somebody up a few times with them if you want.
Do we want 2 or 1, guys?
Each kit, just so you
think
guys
I'm
know,
okay
has
with
10 uses.
5 per.
Mm-hmm.
I could put in for 1.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to buy both, I'll sell it to you for 8 instead of 10.
I'll hand her 8 gold.
Oh, look at you. Oh, excuse me. Did I say that out loud? Oh, God. That beard. All right, I just choked on my own drink. That's not her. God damn it, I caught my own spit in my throat.
Flustered there, huh?
Ooh, I do declare. All right. So, yeah, she puts 2, they're essentially like, they're like tackle box sized. And when you pop them open, there are individual slots. There are 10 slots that have a set of clean bandages, poultices, tourniquets, things like that. So she takes the 8 gold. Go ahead and mark your 8 gold off. And you have gained 2 healer's kits with full uses.
I'm going to put 1 on my backpack right here. And does somebody else want to carry 1 in case I am elsewhere?
Yeah, and to be clear, just so anybody who's not aware of a healer's kit, this would be common knowledge. What you do is, as your action, you can expend a use of it to stabilize a creature without needing to make a medicine check. It just automatic stabilize.
I'll take one of
Do that
those.
on my own.
You can stabilize yourself, you mean?
No, I can get
I'll
others.
stabilize others. I'll hold on to one because I am not magical by any means.
All right, so Dench and Pain, you can both add a full healer's kit. Wow. Well, thank y'all for stopping by. Is that all you needed? You want to take a look at my potions? I got all sorts of cool stuff here. I got a potion of climbing. I got a potion of growth. I got potions of healing if you need them. If you want to top people off when you're in the midst of Don't tell anybody about this. Grandmaster over at the Magi Academia, he was looking at me kind of funny, so I found a recipe. Well, somebody gave me a recipe, but it's a potion of mind reading. That's a fun one. I'll sell it to you if you want. Good price.
How much are your healing potions?
Oh, you're no fun. Well, they're 50 gold apiece, but since y'all went and bought me out of my healers kits, and since Lyra and I go way back to about 3 years ago, that's way back.
Way back.
I could do 40 apiece.
We'll have to take a rain check on that because we've got some place to be, but we really appreciate the healer's kits. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We'll see you soon, Liana.
All right, y'all take care now. You hear?
You as well, Liana.
Canis, give me a perception check.
Is this regarding sight?
Yep. Yeah. So when Dench leaves and says what he says, you catch her glance kind of look him from boots to the crown of his head thrice.
Sorry, hold on, give me a second.
Dench does squats.
And he's got that sweet southern accent.
Okay. She absolutely sees Canis look between her and Dench, like, without any hint of subtlety. Then just walk out.
All right, bye now, Canis. You take care now.
Bye. See ya when I see you again.
All right, where are you guys going?
All right. So we got what we needed. Are we going to the house then?
My only
Yeah,
issue
let's
with
try to be quick.
going
Sorry, go
to the
ahead.
house is that Canis is hurt and I can't do anything for him.
Then you take the next hit. I'll be fine.
I think I've taken the last couple hits. Minus the
Well, you
one
can
where
always-
you caught all that acid with your face, which was admirable.
Well, what we do is we run in, I'll grab the big guy, and then whoever else can grab the smaller kids. Then we rush out and then, yeah, bury them as quickly as we can.
Okay.
What rites are typically done here, Lyra? I know every place is a little different.
What rites are typically done?
Yes, are bodies buried or burned?
It depends on what temple you go to, I guess. What you believed in.
That's pretty accurate. It's like the wood elves would probably toss you on a pyre. The high elves would probably put you out onto like a slab to be watched over for X amount of time. You know, it depends too as far as like the religion is concerned, personal preferences. It's pretty. There is no Willow Hallow is very polytheistic. So it just kind of depends on where you fall.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of kinds here, so it just depends on what you believe, what you care about when you were alive, and did you tell anybody when you were alive? Because if you didn't, then you're kind of subject to wherever you end up and what they do.
You knew them, though not well, you said. Do you know which church they followed?
They were wood elves, right, Xavier?
What's
The,
that?
the kids in the hell were their names? The place where we're going to the house.
The Thornells?
Oh, the
Thornells,
Thornells?
thank you, yeah.
No, they were high elves.
They're high elves, okay.
Yeah,
But they
wood,
had their
wood
thing in
elves.
the wood elf area.
Well, no, they did not. The wood elf. They were north of the wood elf slums.
okay.
So, but they just happened to have like high class status. They owned the land there, which is not common.
They were high elves, so chances are probably Temple of Ilona, so chances are...
And to be fair, you guys never did any investigatory work on that, so.
They probably... They probably would be, placed on a slab and properly breathed. Is that the right word? I don't know the religious things. When they wrap you up in the white cloth.
Anointed with various
Yeah, they
oils
smelled
and
really good and all of that, and yeah, and then
There's-
watched over for a few days, and
I'm not. I know next to nothing about any of Alona's ways. Looks towards pain. Do you?
I just know what we would do with them, which
we can always bring them to the temple. There's a whole temple here dedicated to that.
We would probably want to ask first, and time is a little pressing.
Well, why don't
Very
we get there
pressing.
first? Because there might not be bodies to bring back.
we might have to make bodies to bring back.
Oh, well,
Celestian willing, no.
we're not going to we're not going to martial dispel any people if we can help it that are not trying to kill us first.
Well,
If
of
they try
course,
first,
but I
then-
highly expect that, yeah. Well, you know. Let's hurry.
Yeah. Like, hurry.
As we're walking, Amelia would
Oh, that's weird.
the things that
Oh,
the
it does show up on
voice
here. Okay,
said
I don't see, I didn't
in the
see
basement.
the grid. I was like, what the fuck?
were
was
those
in the
things
grid?
familiar to each of you?
They were.
Is what
yeah.
familiar?
The things the
Yeah.
voice said.
I was meaning to come back around to that too. It's the things that evil, because it was definitely not good. The things that evil tells you has to be taken with a heavy grain of salt.
Yeah, yeah.
Because yeah, it told me about, well, it said something about two of my friends, and I won't believe what it told me until I see them. But we should be concerned.
Well, and
for
think,
them.
well, add a little logic to that thought process, Payne. I think you're on the right track, but add some logic to it. Evil entities don't tell us things we want to hear, because then they would be. Well, they really should, honestly, if you think about it. They should tell us things we want to hear, because then we would work with them instead of running away from them. But they're trying to get to you, right? So they're going to say the things they think is going to bother you the most. I am far from mediocre, and I am very aware of that. However, it was trying to convince me of that. Trying to scare me, trying to upset me, maybe trying to convince me to attack it. So when we go down there, try not to listen to what it's saying. Remember my pep talk about logic, and apply it when necessary.
And if logic eludes you, have faith.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I don't know.
She fucking throws it off to the side.
I'm pretty sure that just sums up what our dynamic's going to be for this entire fucking campaign, by the way.
When in doubt, my god out, and everybody else in the party goes, nah, no. Oh, that was fucking hilarious. That got a good, that like brought tears to my eyes. That was funny. Okay. It's about that time. You guys move back around the Wood Elven slums, and you approach the gates of the Thornell estate. What is it that you are intending on doing?
Okay, before we barge in, let's try to go quiet. I'm not the quietest, I know, but just in case they reanimated.
I hate to send Canis first, being that he's injured, but he is
So we
probably
don't.
best.
So is that a rug that's in the entryway?
It is, yep. Blood
Okay.
soaked.
Okay. When we loaded in at the beginning, I was over here, so I couldn't see it. And then when I'm over here, I'm like, there is a very blood-colored thing. I wanted to make sure it was there before. So don't send Canis first, then.
I can go
think we
first.
all- why don't-
I'm pretty sneaky. Yeah.
Let's all. Well, I don't really necessarily want anyone going in there and then having all the doors magically slam shut, and then we have to figure out a way to. Let's all go in together. Just try to be quiet.
Ooh, I got you guys paranoid as fuck.
Can't be quiet, then they'll know we're here.
Well,
If we can't be quiet, then we can be quick, and we do that.
I'm not exactly stealthy. Do we want to just go in the front door? Do we want to do a quick walk around the building to see if anything's changed with where the bodies were?
We could do a quick walk around. That's
At
time
least
though.
glance. I'm just look back and see if anything
Yeah, you glance
looks
back.
different.
You glance back, and to the naked eye, like the quick peek, doesn't look like anything's out of place back there. I do have the pins back there. I apologize about that. That was just to show you where it originated from. So.
Okay, I was about to be very
No.
concerned.
Nope. Yeah, that's stuff that was already there.
Okay.
Looked okay to me.
And is everything
This
look
head looks
pretty
the
much
same.
the same through the front door?
Yep, nothing looks out of place. And I'm giving this to you guys because you took a lot of time to do investigatory work on the outside and the inside. So yeah, as you're peeking in the front, like the doors are still open, they're not locked. You peek in, everything that you have opened is opened, and the blood is all still there. A couple hours more dried than what it was before. And that's that.
All right.
And it's
I'll,
still
head
quiet.
in
No
first, I
crickets,
suppose.
no nothing.
I'll head
Do
in
you
first,
prefer-
I suppose, stealthily.
Do you prefer your bow with those fancy arrows or those axes of yours?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. With close quarters like this, it should have to be axes. So yeah, axes out, bow away.
I'll take one. I'll take
Okay.
out. I'll take out both of my scimitars.
Okay.
I will unsheath my teeth.
Settle down, you.
I am concerned. Please resheath your teeth.
Okay.
I can't. I'm not a snake. There's no sizzle.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
I'm not going to have my sword out at the moment, but I am going to just have a hand just kind of resting, ready to draw it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys go ahead and move yourselves as you see fit. Everybody go ahead and give me a stealth check. Anybody who is intentionally moving stealthy, give me a stealth check, please. 16 Dench, that's a good fucking start. Wow, he was not kidding about being stealthy. Damn! Even
And I
the
do
wizard
have my
Kane is alright.
shield out.
God
I should
damn! You have your
clarify
shield
that.
out? Okay, so shield and
Yes.
longsword.
Shield's out, sword is still sheathed. at the
Ah,
moment.
got it. Fucking cleric.
I
That's
good.
why I'm
wish
sending the
16.
dog.
That's why I'm sending the dog.
You're a dog.
All right. Well, the good thing is you guys made a group check. And the 16, 22, and 15 saved the 10. The 12 was just a basic succeed, but the 16, 22, and 15 would have been over anything you guys would have possibly needed. So you can go ahead and move yourselves. And you feel that you are all collectively moving each other stealthily to where even though Pain might be tripping over things or stepping on things that are making squishes, you guys are all accounting for that in like, hey, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? Maybe not shut the fuck up, but, you guys are all really
No,
nice to each
shut
other.
the fuck up.
So I was going to say, this group is way nicer to each other than Boundless Valor was.
Everyone except Canis, maybe.
That's true. Canis is a total asshole, but I love him for it.
Before
I love playing him, to be honest.
before Dench opens the hatch, Lyra would probably put like a hand on him. I just want to investigate to see if it looks like anything's changed.
No, I'm pretty sure the hatch was open. You guys didn't close it behind
Oh,
you,
it's
did you?
still open. Okay. Well, I still want to look and see if there's any clear signs that something moved through here.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for. You said that anything moved through here? Well, you know what? You've looked at it before. Yeah, make an investigation check.
Can I assist?
Sure. Yeah, Canis can assist, so roll with advantage, Lyra.
Thank you.
Oh,
Candace.
damn. Yeah, that definitely... No, it looks 100% untouched. More than that... So more than that, something you guys hadn't noticed before in an investigation check that was done up here before you guys went down. Lyra, you are looking around, and Canis is sniffing around, kind of around you. You both notice, and he nudges you and points down at 4 sets of bloody footprints that followed the same path and disappeared into the hatch in this room. 3 of the 4 sets appear to be from a very small humanoid, possibly children, and 1 set appears to be adult size.
And it was coming into this.
Into this room.
Okay, got it.
And into the hatch.
I'm gonna cast a message and point at Dench first.
Okay, give me a second. I am very unfamiliar with that. That's just
It's just a magical whisper. Nobody else can hear.
Okay, go ahead.
And I'm going to just say, just making you aware. Everything looks like it was.
You hear a sudden voice in your ear, Dench, and it is her kind of like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" You know, like that. You know, it's
yeah,
like
I
it's
should
like
do it
it's
that
like
way.
the Tempest.
Yo,
Just
bro.
so you
I'm
Hey.
not-
Just wanted to let you know about a couple of things.
You'll need to
you're
find
aware.
Celestian.
Everything looks like it was before, but I missed some footprints that clearly identify to the people we encountered before. So we should have the jump. You can quietly reply to this message.
Oh, thank you.
He can't reply.
Much obliged.
Nope. It's only because
Here's the message and can reply in a
And yeah, Dench will. I guess you pointed out the footprints, right?
oh yeah, you're right. Yep, you're right.
Okay,
But it's
yeah,
only
Dench
one
will
round,
look
so
at
it's
them
6
like-
seconds.
Okay. Yeah, there they are.
You get a thumbs up, and then Lyra will turn around to the rest of the group and give a thumbs up.
All right. Yeah, Dench will go into the creepy dungeon.
Okay. Let me go ahead and move
I
you.
shall follow.
All right.
I'm going to pass my bag down to Dench before I go down the ladder, because Dench is tall enough and strong enough to be able to take it, so I cannot fall down the ladder.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you whispering this to Dench, or are you just kind of passing
It would
down?
be because since she was right next to you by the hatch. Can I? So I don't have
Yeah,
what happened. Thank you.
Or what? How? Yeah, Dench will go down the ladder and then reach up for it and then grab it.
Yeah, the backpack itself's 26 pounds, and most of that's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even as you take it, Dench, you're like, what the fuck is she traveling?
Like, you've got rocks in here?
The roads can be tough. Most of that's just traveling stuff.
Right.
Left my blanket in the temple, though.
Poor girl. As you hear the pots and pans and silverware rattling around. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You don't. Do you
I
have a
don't
mess?
have any of that stuff.
You don't have a mess kit in there?
I do not.
I stand
Well, bodies
corrected.
are still there. It looks like.
Yep, you see the bodies still in the corner. I shouldn't say in the corner. It's up in the area.
Actually amazing. That is such good news. It's the best news that we've heard all day.
Yeah, just taking a quick look at them, do they look like they're, I don't know, in any kind of different state at all? They look pretty much. the
Make
way they look.
make a medicine check for me, Dench. Hello. 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 18. They look exactly as you remember them. I mean, to the T. Like, you're like, okay, 4 hours, 4-hour corpses. Yeah, that's pretty spot on for what they should be.
All right. Dench will hastily kind of put the adult kind of up over his shoulders and get ready to move up the ladder again.
Okay. All right, so you have that guy. Got it. All right.
So I'm probably
Amelia.
encumbered.
Yep.
I would assume.
Yeah, you're probably encumbered at this point. I mean, he's heavy as shit. I mean, he's probably, well, he's not that heavy, but still, like 155 pounds added to your weight. You're just moving slow. Everybody else, what are you guys doing as Dench is hoisting this guy up?
I would be heading toward that door. I want to I want to be listening actively. So if you want me to
Okay.
do perception, I
Yeah,
can.
make a perception check.
I'm not
Amelia,
good
what
at
are you
these.
doing? Because I
I
see
am
you at the door.
also very much at the door. I am scanning towards the room of creepy voices and looking and listening and not divine sensing yet, just being aware.
Yep. Yeah, you walk towards the door. You peek in, and you see the blood stains where they are, and there's nothing else to it. Lyra, you get to the door as you're kind of actively listening. It is dead silent in this basement.
All right. I guess I will. I'm gonna. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna cast message again really quick, and I'm gonna point at Amelia.
Okay.
We should wait until everybody is ready to go through the door. You can reply to this message.
Oh, don't do
Reply,
the
you're right.
Scanlan thing.
She turns and just looks over her shoulder a little bit because she's not a wizard at all. Uh, Agreed, we're going to get the bodies, to get the family out before we go any further. I wanted to make sure someone was watching.
Oh, God damn it.
Payne's grabbing the small child body and bringing that over towards the stairs, following the plan.
Understood. Okay, so you hoist the kid up.
I ain't carrying shit.
No, you're not, you weak little bitch.
I accept that.
It's okay. You're dexterous as shit, so you know you do. I'll carry. Yeah, you just show me where you want him to go.
I just over towards the stairs.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, we'll say for the sake of brevity, you get there. Dench.
Dench is going to the same place, yeah.
Yep. All right, so you guys are carrying them.
Yep. And if it'll be too difficult, like one of us carrying one body, then we'll, do the 2-man, get the body up through the hole kind of thing.
Payne, what's your strength? Just the base score.
13.
13. You guys are fine to carry them up one by one, especially with you carrying the kid. Dench, yours I believe is a little bit higher, right? Yours is like a 14 or 15.
14, correct. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you guys can each carry one over your shoulder, no problem. So.
When the other two are, when they have the two, Amelia's going to look back to Lyra. Can you keep an eye on things? I'll get the last of the little ones. She looks like she's going to say something, and then
Does she believe her?
decides not to make a have-faith comment to the wizardling, and
The
will go
wizardling.
and
Ooh.
scoop up the other child. Why the fuck we didn't have me on the full-size adult, I don't know, but this is kind of funny.
That's all right. It is what it is. All right. So y'all begin to carry over the corpses. Lyra, what are you doing as they are doing that? And Canis, what are you doing?
I'm listening for sure. I want to see if I
Make
hear.
a perception check.
I am just watching the hallway and like specifically towards where the door was. I am the eyes for when Lyra fails.
When?
There's the reaction.
Make a perception check. Canis with advantage because it's sight. Okay. So 15 and 15, not bad. So Lyra, as you are listening at the door, and everybody's kind of like gathering everything up. There is a very slight wind, a warm wind, a hot wind, even, that carries with it the scent of eggs, sulfur rising up from the southwest. Kane, as you would pick that up too, and as you look over at the scent, your eyes kind of glance down and around Lyra, and you see a small, thin red line that is kind of wrapped around her waist like a lasso and leading down this direction. Lyra, you hear
Sends his regards, little mage.
Am I the only one who heard that?
you are the only one who hears it.
Does she seem any different? So just to confirm, there's a red strand wrapped around.
You see the red strand. Let's see how Lyra reacts, and then I'll give you the answer to that question, because that's a very good question.
I think that based on the pep talk she gave outside, she would say out loud, she would say, "Yeah, okay, I know you're just trying to get to me." She'd say it loud enough. And then she'd kind of like look over.
Yeah,
her
Kane, as
shoulder.
you would hear that, and then you would see as she's saying that red strand pulse around her waist.
She'd turn and look over her shoulder at the rest of the party. We're gonna wanna hurry up.
Can I?
What happened? Sorry, go ahead.
Candace, go ahead.
Can I investigate the red strand?
What are you intending to glean from it?
I want to figure out what it is, because I'm pretty sure she
Okay.
didn't have that wrapped around her earlier.
Sure. Make let's start with investigation. Make an investigation check. That is not the usual accessory. Okay, so 10, you're right. It is not the usual accessory. What you can glean from it is that it is 100% magical. I will let you, though, because you failed your investigation check, make either an arcana or religion for divine or arcane magic. Check. Your choice.
That's really difficult. They're the same numbers. So I have to pick
Well,
the other
that's a you choice, right? Because if you would have succeeded the investigation check, you would have known exactly what it was.
Yeah. I think this is more. I think he'd go more arcane. Yeah, 'cause
Understood.
they're familiar for 2 generations, I guess.
Yes. Yep.
And he doesn't know if this is anything religion based. So
Damn. So, Canas, you tap into the wire that is wrapped around her waist, and you feel it nudging her ever closer to the west, to the south, and then to the west. I'm going to ping once more. 1, 2, 3. In that line. You realize 100% that this line connected to her, whatever freaked her out, is arcane. Not only did you realize it was arcane, but your hyper celestial senses tapped into a voice, and you hear the following.
Lyra, you are a failure. Grandpappy Finnick sends his regards.
Canis and I both heard that.
Yep. Yeah, you would have heard that. It's been cycling for you, Lyra, shit like that. It's just, you can tell it's taunting you. Whatever this is taunting you. Canis has just successfully tapped into it.
And Canis, I mean, you're around Lyra 24/7. You would definitely
And you see her panic. She freaks
her
the fuck
posture
out.
changes. Even though she's saying things out loud, like maybe even talking shit back a little bit, her posture changes for sure.
Okay, then I'm sorry I'm taking up time, but I have one last question.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
From what I gleaned, if I were to... Okay, I'm pulling a pain here, but if I were to bite into this to try and sever it, do I know what would happen?
Ooh, man, you want to martial dispel this bitch? Look, if I created something, martial dispel.
Yes.
You have.
Okay, make an Arcana check. It's weird because you are an arcane creature of divine origin, and you constantly throw me off with this shit. 13. 13's good. You feel that there is a connection between Lyra and something to the south, direct west of what this is, and it's physical enough to you, it's tangible enough to you to be able to connect to via bite, scratch, headbutt, tail flick, whatever you want to do. But you don't know what exactly it will do, and you also don't know... Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
That's... Oh, you're really playing with my wanting to do stuff now. My inner pain is coming out.
Welcome to playing a familiar.
Yeah, so I think... Okay, so Canis is an asshole, but he's very protective of Lyra, and he absolutely heard the insult. So I think he'll whisper to Lyra, don't move. And then he'll kind of like approach closer and just kind of like move in, and then he's going to say, the only failure is a creature that uses cheap tricks behind a door, and then he's gonna bite on the cable.
Okay, give me an attack roll. Bite.
Can I use Bonded Ally for advantage?
Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, hang on. Nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, 19's still good. So, Canis, he says that, and then he lunges in front of you, Lyra. Like, right at, like, where your belly button level would be. And he bites down. You see this burst of, like, red energy, and Canis vanishes.
My reaction, if I'm allowed...
Yep. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Would be immediately to reach out and try to grab him if I start to see him. Like, that would be my
Make
first...
a dexterity saving throw. Yeah. No, make a dexterity saving throw. 16. Okay, give me 1 second.
And also yelp out if I'm allowed, but more importantly, grabbing.
This is gonna be such a cliffhanger.
Okay, so as you guys are trying to tote these bodies up the stairs, there is this interaction happening down at the doors. Canis bites down in front of Lyra. Lyra goes, reaches down, grabs Canis's fur, like the tuft of the fur behind his neck, and both of them, in a blink of red energy, vanish and disappear from sight. As that happens, roll for... No, I'm just kidding. Canis and Lyra. All right, Canis and Lyra. You two rematerialize in an alcove. Behind you is a closed door, and in front of you is a very horrific sight. The remaining 3 family members, which appears to be a woman, an elderly man, and a child, have been bound together on the floor, creating what looks like a humanoid caltrop of sorts, except that the heads of the individuals are no longer attached to their bodies, and instead they are being displayed above them. Each of the heads is distorted in pain. And that I just shared with you two specifically what you see.
The description was enough.
Yeah, the description was enough, but the image was a little bit, more than what it needed to be, right? With their heads contorted in pain like that, what I will give both of you, because of your passive perceptions, well, at least for Kane is that all 3 of their tongues appear to be intact.
Okay. I feel like Lyra might at least let out a yelp of some kind at seeing that. I feel like she'd at least let out a yelp, like a
Yeah.
startled.
Unfortunately, with as far as you guys are way in passive perceptions, I don't think anybody's gonna hear that.
That's fine.
But yeah.
And then she'd also, Canis, she'd be like probably kind of squeezing you if possible. Like she'd be freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a weird, corrupted, dark effigy of sorts. So we'll go ahead and end tonight's session right on there, as you guys will say that Dench, Payne, and Amelia, with where you guys are at, Dench and Payne, you have gotten year 2 to the top of the ladder, and Amelia is preparing to carry hers up when the 2 of them vanish. Amelia, go ahead and give me a quick perception check. You can do it with advantage because I know your senses are heightened with being down here and all the weird, creepy shit. You guys both got that picture, right?
How about that?
Yep.
21? Yeah. So, Amelia, you take 2 steps up the ladder as Dench and Payne get to the top, and you look behind you, and you see the only thing you see is Lyra go, "Ah!" and reach down, and both of them vanish.
Am I reacting now or am I reacting in a week?
Now you can react right now. Go ahead. I'll give you the reaction.
I'm going to say, only because I nat 20'd on that she's just going to... Stars, they vanished. And then is going to, if I was only a step or 2 up, I'm just dropping right back down.
Okay. Yep. So you step back down to the base, right where I have you guys placed. Payne and Dench, you guys were pretty confident that you were just like, okay, we're back up the hatch, no NBFD. And we'll go ahead and end here for tonight and pick it up next week post Turkey Day.
So it was either
Damn
gonna
it,
be
quick, in and out, grab the potties.
We're still on schedule. It's fine.
totally. My
Just grab 2
reaction
more bodies.
as Lyra was either going to be the yelp or the which one of you fuckers was saying that? But the yelp seemed a little more appropriate because she's freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, look, I needed it to happen that way. Inside I was like, oh fuck.
I'm glad it was a dexterity saving throw because I'm good at those.
The next time you see Payne, he's going to be very grumpy and very dwarvenly smacking things with hammers.
He's gonna be martially dispelling a lot of things.
Yeah, not impressed with anybody because he said not to, but we did anyway.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and yeah, we'll end the session tonight right there. And yeah, you guys can think about this for the week. Think about your actions and consequences, and we'll.
I can talk again.
You can talk again. Good for you guys, by the way, for figuring that. I did have another timer running, by the way, and you were very close. You were about 13 minutes away from that being no bueno situation. And
So when Payne says hurry, we should probably hurry.
I mean, it's like the dwarf comes with, pre-existing wisdom. I don't know.
My only problem with that was Amelia's like, yeah, but it's my own tongue. Like, this is like lowest of the problems right now. If this was like someone else's, like I'd care more, but
Right.
it's my timer, whatever.
All right. You guys have a fantastic week. Have an excellent Thanksgiving. Hopefully you all enjoy yourselves. And we'll be back next week on Sunday for session number 7.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah, I regret nothing, by the way.
Oh, I know you don't, you bastard. All right, guys,
Till
take
next time.
care. See you next week. All right, friends of the stream, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I know this got weird, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and raid our friend Orcish Fence, who is actually playing Dungeons & Dragons tonight. I did not realize. This is session 1. They are playing session 1 of the Realm of World Song. I am not familiar with Orcish Fence actually playing any sort of D&D content. So Orcish Fence is their DM. We have Czar Beefcake, Hephaestus, M. ... and Nazca Link. So we're gonna go ahead and send some love over to them. For their first session. And hope and pray for them that it continues beyond the first session and indeed beyond the 100th session, if that's what they need. Hey, what's up, Liam? How's it going, bud? Okay, we're going to go ahead and raid out. We'll see you all next week. Have a happy Thanksgiving and enjoy all of your friends, families, and loved ones, and we will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.